Kevin music. Slightly loud. But I really want this one. This was a good start. It was a good vibe. This was a good vibe. Is he late or just me? Oh, here we go. Hi. How you doing, dude? How you doing? Hi, welcome to Witchcraft. Ask anything in Witchcraft. Spells, myths, legends, theology, religion. All that fun stuff. Kiriko, Reva 14 top of the morning. How you doing, beautiful? If you want any readings, pop into my profile and get your readings there. But other than that, you know what? Just have fun, have nice. I was supposed to be off 3 hours ago. I craved the sweet relief of Dylan. Just leave. Fire yourself, you know? That's always a nice one. Masha, top of the morning. And Luna, how you doing? Tim, how you doing as well? How's life? How is life? I fixed a little bit with my mic, so I had to lower it. I hope you guys can hear me now. Hear me nicely now. I hope. Masha, thank you for the heart me. What's up, good looking? How you doing, good looking? Good, and you, Kurikovic? 14? I'm just gonna call you 14 now. Or Kuri. Kurikovic. Became a very long night with the family last night. So there's that. But yeah, quite magical. Quite magical. Dylan, don't forget to get paid for that kind of work, you know? Mystical, hey. User 86, hey. How you doing? So yeah. How's people doing today? Ask anything about Witchcraft. Can I ask something? Could he? Always. I am being paid. I'm essentially working an extended shift. Indeed. Good. Good. Absolutely flippin' spectacular, mate, this very, very, very early morning. That's nice to hear. Right top of morning. How are you? Doing good, and you, user 86? I'm doing absolutely magical. Thank you for asking. Nice with the extra income, Dylan. Virgil? Well, hello, sir. Again in super early. Where are you from? Ooh, we haven't chosen a country today. Give me 2 seconds. Let's check on the map for today's country. Turkmenistan. Well, people need to know that the country exists as well. Austria. We haven't been to Austria yet. I'm from Austria today. I am doing... Well, that's fair. Lord, your money spell wasn't supposed to give me hard physical labor. Then it was supposed to give you money. You never said anything about hard physical labor. Labor. What fun, right? Good morning, Lillian. How you doing, beautiful? I mean, my window's facing south and I have to keep them open. I'm awake early. Fair. Live in Vienna? Oh, nice, Fuzzy. A painter from Austria? No. Not a painter. No. I never liked color. I think I have problems with the connection. God dang it, Cootie. God dang it. Black Boy, ask away. Go wild. How was your weekend, right? Very family-based. But it was fun. It was nice. Lynn, I'm great. How are you? Absolutely magical. Magical. Atto here, hello. Hi. Do you know about voodoo? Yes, and voodoo isn't spelled like that. Voodoo, the way you spelled it, is more of a Hollywood thing. The voodoo that you are most likely referring to is spelled V-O-D-O-U or V-O-D-U-N. Voodoo or voodoo. How long might you be on today? 4 hours, as every Monday to Friday, from 5:30 to 10 a.m. Virgil, I'm doing absolutely magical. Thank you for asking. How are you? Does CM know I'm getting readings on her? Ooh, John, that's a great question. If you want your readings, though, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get your reading there, okay? So, and do specifically get the live reading if you want it here instantly. Diamond, good morning. It's funny because it's still Sunday for me, lol. Fair enough. Mine's from Africa, spelled voodoo. Josie. Mine's also from Africa, and it's spelled V-O-D-O-U. Which witchcraft or spell can I do to get a job, please? A money and abundance. And that's actually one of the cheapest spell works that I have if you're interested in that. So pop into my profile and click the thing in my bio and you can find all of my spell work there. So just get the money and abundance ones and then just DM me about what you want. Yeah, I did some research and it said voodoo is a mistaken cross of voodoo and hoodoo. Yeah, voodoo is a weird one. Thank Hollywood for that one. What day can I get a lost spell done? Any. Can you make me rich? Jay? I mean, most spell work, I don't really like working with greed, but who am I to argue? JCD. I do have money and abundance spells, if you are interested. Sir, please hydrate. I was just about to dehydrate with some coffee though, Tim. So, I'm gonna dehydrate. Definitely had that combo before with others in your previous lives too, yeah. Just help me. JCD, of course. Pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get your spell work there. Thank you, Bulla, for liking the Red app live. Do I stay? Sure. You can stay here for at least 4 hours because that's as long as I'm live. Slim and Goudas, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for following. This is Benson Bone with Whimsy? With Whimsy? What is Whimsy? Look for some lemonade recipes and realize it's basically a love potion. Yeah. Jack's top of the morning. How are you doing, beautiful? Lol, do I stay with him? Fade Daddy. If you want a reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio. And you can ask literally anything with a live reading. Not too good? Jax, what can we do about that? Is there anything I can do to help? Oh, I almost forgot I wanted to ask you. Lillian, ask away. You also do readings? I do readings. Pop into my profile, click the link in my bio, and you can find all readings there, both private as well as live. Are you awake so early? Every single Monday to Friday, Frideborg. We start our lives at 5:30 to 10 a.m. Swedish time. 5:30 till 10:00 på morgonen. Do you have a option where I can just pay for one reading? Yes. Pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and you can find anything from private reading to a live reading. So, for example, if you want a really short and quick one, you can get a yes and no question. I'm transforming into metal. That sounds like one of those theories where everything and everyone turns into crabs. No, there isn't anything. Just keep going. Heck yeah, Jackson. Bat-winged fairy, thank you for following, beautiful. Also, love the name. You're the mediumship, correct? Lillian, I do, yes. Do you have your own demon that works for you? No, not necessarily demons. Depends on if they do want to work for me, but I don't necessarily have one contracted to me as of right now. Hey there, Lady K, how you doing? Is that possible to have done on same day? The last thing I saw about the lost spell. I mean, yes. If you want to. I want to run away. Why not do that then? Leave everything behind. Because I don't hear mediums talk about... It got lost in the filter system there, Lillian. Please, try again. Ooh, Jay, and how did it go? No, okay. Meant to have both on the same time? Oh, black, absolutely, 100%. Yes, definitely, if you want to. I bear witness that there is no God but Allah. Fair enough, Jaguar. Have you ever connected with something from somewhere else in the universe? Definitely. Like from other planets, galaxies, etc. Yes, and I find it fairly narrow-minded that spirits can only be human beings sometimes. Or, well, post-human beings, I would say. But yes. Sometimes I find that the human mind is a little bit too narrow-ended to understand the world. Like math. Yes, math can go really far, but it's too narrow. Monica, that is absolutely fair. You forget about me. We were supposed to do that YouTube video, Lady K. Yes, but we haven't really planned it up yet. That's what I was thinking. I only hear people talk about spirits from Earth. Right? Exactly, that's what I mean. I read one of Crowley's book. It was really interesting. Any recommendations? If you like Crowley, I mean, the Book of the Law, did you read that one? But why would the spirit world be limited to Earth? It would be universal. Exactly. What kind of bones are you using for readings? Ribs. I'm a vegan myself, so I can't be picky, you know? What is one of the craziest beings you connected to that would be hard for others to believe? The Hellenistic chaos. Where are you from? I'm from Fiji. We have chosen today, Monica, to be from Austria. We change the country every day. No, that's fucking cool though. I know where. But yeah, that became a mind blower upper. What is one of the craziest things? Yep. Imagine connecting with creation, you know, of everything and nothing. Anything that is not order and is like, the fuck am I doing here? Help. Winter is in then? What do you mean, Monica? What causes witchcraft dreams? What do you mean witchcraft dreams? That was a very vague question there, Robin H. You need to expand on witchcraft dreams. Do you think certain musics have some other word power? Of course. I mean, if you were to look into music, if you just add the idea of numerology, all of a sudden music changes. Is it a 4 tempo? Is it a 7/5 tempo? When are the words sang? What frets are the bass used for? What frets are the guitar, the cello, any string instruments? What keys are the piano used on? Numerology becomes such an amazing thing. After that, frequency. Frequency has become, for sure, fairly new practice in the world, but frequencies are quite amazing. On top of that, we have words, right? Words and sounds. So what do they mean? All of a sudden, we got 4 different kind of practices in one song. Now, the question is, which song? A dream about me practicing witchcraft? Oh. Quite difficult to actually talk about, to be honest. It sounds like just a dream, to be honest, Robin. Or an innate wish to be doing something. So after the 72 hours over for both spell activated on Monday, how will she respond? Depends entirely on what you do with the spell work yourself, to be honest. Monica, not in Austria, no. Should be coming into summertime in Austria, Monica. And so after the 72 hours activated on Monday, how will she respond? Okay. With the word trigger, she would kind of start naturally and gradually stop saying the word single. What type of magic do you do? All of them, Talia. I'm a major nerd. I got 2 bachelors and 5 books on the topics. I'm a polymathical omnist. I'm a major nerd. I kind of realized something about myself today. Ooh, Lillian. Lovely. Mama Son, thank you for the heart, Mia. Also, good morning, Mama Son. How you doing, beautiful? Save us. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. Good morning, Sunshine. No, you, Sunshine. I was expressing my anxiety about the universe to someone, and she asked if I had OCD. Normal thing. Good morning, fam. Witches don't exist. Sin Karate, I feel like you have missed a very big part of the world there, Sin Karate. The metallic reality is the transitional space between the real world and the so-called spiritual realm. Oh, Stoic Possum. You sound a little bit like you managed to find the 5th element of Mayan, Incan, and Aztec elementals there. You have fire, air, earth, and water, and movement. Basically saying that my fear of not being in control may be a symptom of that. Naturally, but neurospiciness or neurosparkliness is really difficult to diagnose, and it's impossible for a friend to say, hey, do you have OCD? Hey, do you have ADHD? Hey, do you have autism? Because trust me, external views on how a friend, family, or literally anyone else would ask, oh, hey, do you have that? Because the external output you have of most likely an anxiety move, can all of them be the same? What's up, brother? Cody, I'm doing absolutely magical. How are you? Movement being 5th element. Oh, new to me. Yes, in Mesoamerican practices. Yes. It's actually just a medium I watch. But she said everything I told her reminded her of herself. And that is absolutely fair. I mean, if she's diagnosed, then sure. Talking about add the lust spell and the word trigger at the same time, will that be too much for her? No. Definitely not, no. Happy blue moon, everyone. Mama's on happy blue moon. Once upon a blue moon, right? Hoping life gets better. Cody, I definitely get that. At the same time, yeah, no. It's fine, Block. It's absolutely fine. If anything, they can support each other. But it needs to be a directed lust, so it's not just an overall general lust. So she goes off doing whatever she wants with literally anyone because we want her to you, right? Marie as well. Good morning, good morning. How are you doing, beautiful? Oh, what we talked about happened, but I'm definitely not feeling it. Cody? I hear you. Point is, if it's true, then it might make me feel better to know why I get those anxious thoughts. And Lynn, that is absolutely fair. Absolutely fair. You might want to go to a neurologist to actually check that out. So, Cody, is there anything I can do to help? Hey, Birdie. If you want any type of reading, though, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and you can find both private readings and live readings. But if you want that to be answered instantly, I urge you to get that live reading. Marie, good morning. Lillian, the therapy will always be frightening, but god damn, you kind of notice the moment when you're like, god damn it, I wish I was in therapy right now. Travel back in time and stop me from being stupid. Cody, no. Bishop, if you want any type of reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need from there. If you want that question answered instantly, get the live reading. Got the house extra clean for the new month and moon. Heck yeah, Amazon. Don't forget the cinnamon through the door as well. How many words is too many for the word trigger? Black Buoyant. I mean, I've never really met a cap on that. So give me the words that she say most commonly and give me a list on that. What does cinnamon do? Cinnamon is all about abundance. Really. I was supposed to be asleep 2 hours ago, but my mind says no to sleep. Jax. Not good. Not good. Bella, how you doing? So yeah, naturally, if you want some nice, quick abundance, it's a very Wiccan way, but it is a way to blow some cinnamon dust through your door from outside to inside, so to welcome abundance into the household. Got 27? Black point that we work with 27. That is so fine. And Lumini, if you want any reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get a live reading from there. I have Fireball Spice. Does that count? Fuck yeah, it does. Hey, yeah. Clairmancy. Please, Valerie, does Roldan consider me as his life partner? He is committed? Question mark? But if I hit 2 front doors, I'll do it double the time. If I get double the abundance, am I right? Virgil, just throw a cinnamon stick. But, I mean, partner looking pretty good right there. Connection, not necessarily great. How does he consider you? Good with talks, good honest person. A bit of an ego. Something that he doesn't quite know there, Valerie. We have family potential. Pretty good bud. A little bit maybe too much of an anxiety thing there, Val. But let's be honest, it can help us plan for the future as well. Hobbies, interests, great. Work, fucking stunning. Good protective person. Val as well. Committed, I would argue as much, because it is at the very center. Right there. Right there. But it is slightly tilted off to the positives, listening and learning. And let's be honest, there is what's it called? A 3 modular system in the brain. It's wanting, learning, and liking. Those 3 are the biggest set off here for a partner. The 3 modular system is literally the whole idea about, you know, when a movie or an ad or literally anyone goes, oh yeah, when you take cocaine or when you smoke, it's the same things that sets off when you like sex. And I'm like, yeah, sure, but that's the whole system. Of course it would set off. It's liking, learning, and, you know, it's the same. So yeah, the 3 modular system looks pretty good there, Val. So yes, committed? Yes, definitely. So thank you for those gifts. Now I'm just going to be kissed in the face by 5 hearts. God dang it, Amazon. Thank you, love. Madeline, you're welcome. You know, I do things in 3s. Yes, so that's why you sent 5. 5, 6, and 15. God dang it. How was everyone's weekend? Well, pretty good, pretty good. Turned into a late night, but it was worth it. It was very worth it. That's why it's also so nice with coffee. So I can blow cinnamon through the front door for my abundance spell as well. Absolutely, but do make sure that it is on your Monday, the first day of the month. Shell necklaces? Yes. For some spell work, right. Quite difficult to find here in Sweden. May I ask, am I a witch too, if you want to? Witch is like just a title, like an accountant or marketer and stuff like that, you know? But yeah, some people practice witchcraft as well. Some people don't know that they are even practicing witchcraft. If you, for example, just love doing tea, you can definitely call yourself a witch. It's a very loose, big umbrella term. So yes, absolutely. Go wild if you want to call yourself a witch. It's just a title to describe what you do to other people. For example, I'm a witch. Now we know what I do. And Mukti, blessings to you as well. And people ask anything about witchcraft. Myths, legends, gods, spells, beasts. Go wild. If you want any spell work done for me, for example, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get your spell work from there. I even made a new thing in the shop, a little bit of a commission, if you're interested in that kind of stuff. Sigil work. Yes, I don't only have bind runes anymore, but I do have sigil work as a commission-based thing. Okay, thank you for explaining. I thought is like you're born with it. Some are born with it, some are not. There are witches, warlocks, sorcerers, magicians, wizards, and I feel like I missed someone, but you get it. There's a lot of them, and only one is necessarily born with it, and that's the sorcerer part. The rest of the people can learn. The sorcerers, who tend to only stay sorcerers, rarely learn. And that's also why, etymologically and in stories, myths, and legends, they seem to be a little bit more chaotic, because they rarely know the result of their own magic. Bella, ask away. He went to a chiropractor. They cracked his neck. Ended up destroying the artery. Ended up having... Oh, God, Marie, what am I leaving? Oh. Damn. Marie? God damn. Yes. Double yes. No, Bella, 100%, absolutely. Absolutely. Which not, though, Bella? Are you thinking about the regular triquetra, or... Thank you very much. Shaman, you're welcome. New fear unlocked. Right, this is why I don't go to chiropractors, no matter how bad my back is. Is saying. But yes, Marie, it's a double yes. It's a double yes to that. Marie, naturally, they would be. Which one did you say? Triquetra. The triquetra. It's the regular 3-point. There are a few witch knots out there. Yes, that one. Absolutely fine. The triquetra was first shown on the emerald tablet back in Greece, so don't you worry. It's an open practice, but it's just very commonly associated with Wicca nowadays. Lillian? Definitely more than 2. Oh, Lillian, my eyes. It's a 10mm. Is sub membership renewed automatically on the website? Yes. Yes, it is. Unless you cancel it. And start the one and only. How you doing, start the one and only? Do you like how they look? Beth, how you doing, beautiful? Yeah, the red. Thank you, Lillian. There's like only one thing that you should consider is if you go beyond the 10mm, it may be difficult for them to regrow into regular size. That's about it. Why would my gifting be suspended? For 10 minutes. Stop this behavior. Disappointed as always in TikTok's algorithmical inspections. Doing great yesterday and today have been great. Fuck yeah, Star. Also currently looking for a reading. Hehe. Sup? Hi, I do readings. What a coincidence. Someone go crazy? No, it's most likely the algorithm. Should I go to bed? Jax? No. God damn it. Is there a queue for readings tonight thus far? Star? No, not a single person has gotten a reading. So do pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading if you're interested. The bar is at 0 after all. Some research and got a guess on how much I'll get as back pay from work, right? If you get a back pay, that is. Drinking 444 Angel Tea, goddamn. It's divine and blue for new moon. Heck yeah, Amazon. Heck yeah. And Bros, hi. How you doing, beautiful? Fuck yeah, dude. Will I win case against operator? Now, Ross, if you want a reading, pop into my profile. Right there. Click the thing in my bio and get yourself a live reading. Jay, they usually do. They usually do. Hanging in there. And you, Ross, having a magical day. Day's just starting off. Yeah, Beth. TikTok algorithm, man. TikTok algorithm thought I was using unoriginal content for a minute. Appeal not approved. We reviewed your appeal and confirmed that gifting and visibility for the live cannot be restored in recommendations and search results. Well, people, I might as well end the live there then and come back in just a few seconds, okay? So people, I expect you guys to pop in and truly just comment the shit out of this live, okay? So that we can get the algorithm back on track. Restoring in 7 minutes? Yeah, no. When the appeal goes off like that, that it can't be restored, 7 minutes has nothing to do with that, unfortunately. So, people, see you guys in 1 minute, okay? And I mean it. Or rather 5 seconds, so be quick on it, okay? So I'm going to end the live now. I'll see you guys in 5 seconds. 5, 4. And YouTube, Twitch, Kick, you guys are absolutely fine. You are still staying here with me. So don't you worry. Hi and welcome to Witchcraft. Ask about anything about spell work, magic, theology, religions, gods, beasts, anything. If you want any spell work from me, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio and get whatever you need from there. You can also find readings, books, spells, anything fun. I'm back, Jack's top in the morning. How you doing? Now tap away as many likes and as many comments as possible just to get algorithm flowing. Wow. Beth top in the morning. Oh hey, how you doing, Beth? It wasn't yesterday. Oh, Mama Zon, you're also here. Goddamn. I'm almost first in there, Mama Zon. Fuck yeah. Cody, welcome back. Thank you, Cody. You welcome back. How you doing, beautiful? It's almost like we've been here before or something. Strange. How are you? Mama Zon, you know I'm absolutely magical. How are you, Mama Zon? Hashtag Fiat. Thought I was banished. No, Lillian. I was banished. That was the problem. I need to restart the whole thing. Hashtag Witchcraft. Beanie, 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 beanie. Barnacles. Barnacles, Batman. Holly Barnacles. Masha, welcome in. How you doing as well? And Cody got a thing. A thing? Cody got a live claromancy. Riot is back. Heck yeah. We got 10% of the bar. Woo! Yep. Vision on current situation and life. Absolutely. Let's check in on that, shall we? Current life, current situation. Where and how the fuck is it going? So then. Special others, Cody. Special others at the window. Yeah. That's not a part of that. Fun. Now, let's check in on the rest, though. And Tima, how you doing, beautiful? Thank you for the populars and super popular from Mama Son and go populars. Canoe load. I'll go populars from Marie. Thank you very much. And a heartbeat from Tima. Thank you very much. So, where is it going? As far as negatives goes, this little line right here, it's absolutely okay, I would argue. The one thing here would be hobbies and interest kind of thing. You know, we can absolutely take control of that. It's not in the it's too late area, but it is looking good. It's looking good. Anxiety, we need to be a little bit open-minded about, okay, but how can we talk about that? Autism, you got autism, Violet? Hi and welcome. If you want to be diagnosed, you might want to go to a neurologist, though. Violet's a sociopath. You're a YouTuber? An autistic YouTuber? Violet, I respect that. I mean, those people are popping off nowadays. He's becoming quite popular. My thumb is cramping from tapping jacks. Heck yeah, thank you. But yeah, we need to listen a little bit on our anxiety, and there. Being open-minded about our anxiety can help us plan for the future. So welcome it rather than being stressed about it. Are you not him? What do you mean? Violent sociopath. Is there a specific autistic YouTuber you're thinking of? The YouTuber? The YouTuber? There are billions of YouTubers out there, Violet. Billions of YouTubers. You're talking about Jacksepticeye? I mean, Jacksepticeye just got diagnosed, though, so, yeah. But yeah, Facades looking great. Facades looking great. We already knew this, Cody, from an earlier reading that we had. You know, good night, magic. No, you good night. Anyone struggling with rent? Happy new month, Trey. You can just send that my way. That's absolutely fine. Fair enough, Fertile. Fair enough. Oh, God dang it. Marie, would you like to yeet the porn bot? What is going on here? Claromancy. He's with his purple-haired girlfriend or his friend. I do not know actually who you mean there, Ron. My wife is Ginger. Well, too bad. Marie, you got 2 more. Very popular. Yeah, I have no idea who you're talking to. Or who you're talking about. That's the one. How to get a reading. Go into my profile and click the thing in my bio and get yourself a reading from there. May I ask you a question? You can ask any witchcraft question. Irish, I think. Yeah, no. In that case, I absolutely don't know who you are talking to, because the only Irish YouTuber I know about is Jackspedicy, and I mean, his girlfriend is not purple-haired. He's more like hazel, I believe. But yeah. Anyway, Cody. Both bots are still in here, Marie. God dang it. No, wait. Ah, God dang it. Ah. And there's a third one. Not the porn bots. I did that, though. But, Cody, if we do continue. Family, looking neutral. Looking like a learning experience here, though. Heck yeah, Chantal. Heck yeah. Have you ever been isolated cell? Nope, never been to prison. Considering it, though. Might be fun. Anyway. Family looking fine. We're learning something about family here. Learning something about our physical well-being as well. Virgil, thank you for the gold poplars as well. Not prison necessarily, but like cycle. Nope, not been there as well. That one I'm not considering because, I mean, it's really fucking up a lot of mentalities. The people who get forced institutionalized are the ones who usually get worse. And yes, I'm saying that from a psycholinguistical point of view, as well as my wife, the therapist, point of view. Like, she wrote about that. Alongside the economical stature about stressing about hoping to have money at the end of the month for a lot of mentally unhealthy people. Jax, you have an amazing day. Anyway, physical well-being. We need to learn a little bit about ourselves here, Cody. But as far as life, where it's heading, like a new learning moment, you know? Love is law. Love under will. Holy shit, did you just say that I'm the law? Thank you. Poorly ventilated, too high temperature. Well, I wouldn't know, but sure. And Slav G, how you doing, beautiful? So yeah, Cody, positive. It's looking quite positive from where I can see this. The only slightly annoying one could be maybe weather. Might be too warm and too moist, but that's about it. It smells like you're in a goddamn violent sociopath. That's not it, like it at all in Sweden or Canada or Denmark or Norway or Finland. Must be in a really bad place there. Violent. Are you with me, Daisy? No, I'm married. I'm with my wife. Thank you, though. So yeah, Cody, I hope this made sense. This is like the only negative part. That there. Hobbies and interests. But we can take control of this if we want to. Reb Doomer. This is Claromancy. Violent? Yeah, you must be in a really bad country. You still there, Cody? It's always like this, Cody, for you specifically. Like others, we said this during a private reading as well for everyone here watching. Cody and I, we're like, oh yeah, I mean, so this is it. 5 minutes later, that's done. And then there's like any other person out there getting a claromancy. It takes like 25 minutes to an hour with just one claromancy, and then there's Cody with a 5-minute reading usually. You most likely have been filtered up until now because holy fuck. That was definitely a gift. God damn, that's wild. Violent, what are you talking about? You do know that this is a Witchcraft live, right? And the cars always tell me I'm screwed. Yep. It's usually the quick answers for your coding. But at the very least this time, there is literally nothing on the negative part though. Nothing. Which is quite nice. Nice change. Beth, thank you for that. Oh, another one, Murray. Yeet them. Violent? Again, this is a Witchcraft thing, not a music thing. This is just bardcore music. Please stop being so weird. Are doing charms reading? Slav? Yes, I'm doing claromancy, as it's called. Tasha, good morning. How are you doing, beautiful? Thank you for the heart, Tasha. You don't know Undertale? Violent? Yes. How many times have you played through it? Again, Violent. This is a Witchcraft live. Do you feel comfortable showing off the new Oracle deck you were gifted? It looked awesome. Bri, if you truly want to and need to, absolutely. But I think we are getting a little bit close to... No, it's half an hour until then. Just a hassle to take up, you know, from the box. Do you have magic? Violent. Now you're finally talking the things that we do here. Yes. Well, Cody, I don't know if you have written anything new, but you might be filtered again. But yeah, that's the reading. Special others, though, is not a part of it. If you want to focus on other stuff, that's totally fine, right? we'll see. Was it a good idea to let her come home? The thing is, like, this whole reading, it didn't include a special other whatsoever. This is a learning moment. If we are talking about this like a job, that's like the closest thing that we got here, Cody. That right there. We need to learn every single new step. This is about dating again, you know? Figuring each other out, figuring life out, figuring out how they act, how they move, have they changed, so on and so forth. You know? And Violent usually do that when you sleep. Because that's when most people do it. So yeah, this is learning. This is all about learning. See what makes you happy about this. Learn about that. And it really depends on which side or which culture you're from there, Violet, to make sense of that. Well now, love. How do we figure out this rune man situation? Virgil? Do you have any men newly coming into your life? But yeah, go to. I'm just gonna. Besides gods, not really. So naturally, we need to assume that it's a god, right? Right? I'm from Netherlands, but I'm not considered Dutch by everyone because I'm 25% black. Didn't know that skin color had anything to do with nationality there. Violent. Barely has to do with where you're born today. You can get any kind of nationality today if you're good enough. Obsession spell, the love cane. What in Satan's name is happening here? Well, we don't really work with Satan necessarily here. And it's also depending entirely on from which 24 rites of Christianity you're coming from there, Ding Dong. Because it really depends on which Satan you're talking about. If it's Astaroth, Lucifer, or Beelzebub. So you need to be more specific there, Ding Dong, about what you're talking about. And Dusty, if you want any type of reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself any type of reading from there. If you want it instantly answered, though, get yourself a live reading, like Cody just did. I hear you, Tasha. I hear you. You have a holiday where they all do blackface and throw food at kids? Well, I didn't know that. Interesting. My readings are amazing. Cody, yeah, I'm sorry about that. Because when they say, be wary of a man, why and how the fuck they mean? You know what? Let's just check in on that tarot. Sounds like something that would get you on a stake a few hundred years back. Absolutely, ding dong. Luckily, it's 2026 and the world moves on from bigotry, right? Well, not necessarily moves on, but, you know, the majority of people is not bigots anymore. Something about being overburdened. Virgil. With the King of Pentacles, okay. Are we getting a job? Are we getting a commission here, Virgil? Do you have a regular job? Hach bitten, I do. Do you? This is my job. Imagine you following your own dream so that you can't just, you know, can't. I mean, I suppose you're definitely allowed, you know, to go in and be a bigot and incel in people's lives if you want to. But, you know, focus on your own life and your own dreams and maybe you'll get to where I am at some point. Maybe. That's a big if with an attitude like that. Hash bitten. And it's also about slowing down there, Virgil. Merry meet tambourine, how you doing? So, I meant, I want those commissions, but what does it have to do with man? Maybe there is a commission about drawing a man god. Connecting with that, you know? They have a fake news program telling kids that Santa Claus type guy is not coming on time with his boat. I love that though. I love that also the Netherlands says that he's coming by boat. Did you do anything cool with the blue moon this month? Nah, I'm fine. I have the very same deck. Found it very beginner friendly because the images describe the card. Yes, and not only that, Pokey Darling. Have you read the book? It helps you understand the stories. Like, for another massive nerd, I read some of the stories. But, like, you understand most of these. Like, Queen of Swords definitely got more understandable by me. That's for fucking sure. Queen of Wands as well. Two of Cups, absolutely. Did something though? Go with that words, definitely words, Muslim. Definitely words. And see Gray V. If you want any type of reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself any type of reading from there if you want to. So 2 live box readings and an additive oracle card. Heck yeah. Lol, this song though, yeah, CJ. We do bardcore here. We play the latest boss from the 1500s here on Lord.Cairnmark FM. You do the math. The thing is, it's quite easy. I could just put a 1 there. Boop. Done. Thank you, Momson. Indeed, Violent. It is called Darude Sandstorm. Well, it's actually Sandstorm by Darude, the artist. Thank you, Momson. Again. Why should I be wary of a commission for a god? Violent? No, I'm fine. Thank you. 8 of Swords. You figured that one out, Virgil. 8 of Swords. Can you talk more about spells, please? Yes, what kind of spells are we talking about? Question. If we buy multiple memberships, would it be multiple months or just that month? It would be that month. But you can have several active. So, for example, if you want to gift someone a membership and so on and so forth, you do have that. Thoughts on using cheese for magic? Well, it's actually quite a common practice in divination called oomancy violence. So it cheese for anything. I mean, let's be honest. Witchcraft did back in the 1500s, if we were to talk about that as well, were usually about that. When someone stole milk or stole cheese, witchcraft was usually made for either heal wounds or locate your stolen milk. Can you lower the music a little bit, please? Me who just upped it. Fine, I'll put it down to 60% again. There, you happy now? I can't have anything nice. Isn't time cyclical? Ding dong. Depends entirely on what time is and how you consider. I consider my times to be more like a branching tree. So every single word, every single moment, every single blink I do could branch out. Barista? Okay. So is the music okay now on TikTok? I feel like I got no confirmation after I lowered the music. A touch too loud? It's still a touch too loud? How to become a witch? Well, one, you can just call yourself that, or you can get yourself a lesson from me if you like. Is multiple for just the month? Yes, just the month. So, for example, you can still gift people a membership, so that way you can have multiple memberships active. If you want to do that. In the pagan tradition, time is circle. No, ding dong. What you're saying, pagan, is everything of the wrong teaching from a very Christian standpoint. That is what the word pagan means. It is a very derogatory term that is now repatriated a little bit today. But pagan means anything not Christian, and that also means that you're talking about 600,000 different kind of practices, and every single practice thinks about time differently. The pagan tradition is everything besides Christian. That's the only thing that is not in the pagan tradition. Another Mama Son. Yes, indeed, I saw another Mama Son. Woo! And no, time is only circular in... $12 as far as I can count. Ding dong, that is not what that means, no. Etymologically, it comes from Germany, when the Catholics went a little bit cray-cray. Mama Son, you motherfucker. Mama Son, you motherfucker. So, Mama Son, where do you need me? How do you need me? What I wasn't mentally prepared for this, Mama-san. So anyway, Mama-san got the lecture hire, which means, I mean, I usually only been getting paid privately for these kind of lectures hires at universities and high schools and stuff like that for myths and legends and stuff like that. So Mama Son just got herself a lecture hire. And in that, it's also stated any expenditure to get myself to that place, specifically to hold that lecture. Does this mean we're doing a Coven meetup now, Mama Son, in the US or something? What the fuck? Yeah, I definitely wasn't ready for that. So anyway, that's that with that bar. Goddamn. Point being that if the time is cyclical, progress is also temporary and the stakes will be back. Exactly, and that is if time is cyclical. So far we have zero proof of that, either from a quantum physical kind of point of view as well as a witchcraft point of view. It really just differs. Oh, absolutely. Black Point. Yes. Correct. Yes, correct. Yes, and then I need to reach out to Arthur. Oh, God damn. Are we gonna have a meetup with Arthur? God damn. If it's California, I will make it happen. Fuck yeah. US meetup. Woo! Now hold your horses. I wasn't ready. I'm making this happen. Mama's on the fuck yes. God damn. Yeah, that's a bit wild. Who is Arthur? Arthur, who we are talking about, is the artist to the True Black deck. Arthur Wang. Exactly, Cody. Exactly. It would be an insane... Yes, it would. Yes, it would. I would be there. Even all the European people are just gonna go to US for this one reason. It's like our own personal Comic-Con. Yeah, it feels like it now. What the fuck? That's wild. God damn. could do it in Salem. Oh, that would be absolutely fucking stunning. I have 2 places in the US that I would like to visit. It would be Salem. It would be New Orleans. I will never set my foot near New Orleans because of how unsafe I know it is. Because of friends and family who's been there. But yeah, other than that, those are the places. That would be dope. Just let me know if it's California, of course. We're gonna have a big call out to when or where or how I'm gonna be in the US apparently now. Love to do Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Big bucket list. Well, someone or something had some kind of vibe when they popped in, or maybe there was a vibe of a question that someone had or anything like that. My cards just flew off my deck right there. I don't know if you saw that a little bit, the little tilt out of fucking nowhere. You have, I don't know who needs to hear this, but you need to be resilient. You need to hold on and just keep surviving the next parts, okay? You need to let go. You need to move on. I don't know what letting go and moving on means, but it can be anything. Going around the problem, through the problem, over the problem, leaving the problem. I don't know what this is about. I don't know who you are. I don't know your question. I don't know your vibe. I don't know your energy. But the cards knew it. The cards know. The cards got pulled from in front of me. I didn't even hold the cards. Damn, I'm called out by the cards again. I don't know who needed that, but yeah. According to you, you think he'll apologize to me? Sonica, what did he do? I need to know way more before I start throwing just announcements out. Case special for... Who wanted a case special? Can I get a case special, please? And thank you. Dylan, of course. Dylan, this is a get fucked, not necessarily by yourself, but by someone else, and it's most likely by work. I argue work because Five of Swords for me is such a, bad management kind of card, Exactly, Mama Square, right? It felt super direct. But yeah, Dylan. This is a get fucked. I think Dylan, Marie answered when I asked who wanted a K special. I prefer axe. Well, get a fucked in the face with an axe then, Dylan. But yeah, with the 9 of Swords, horrible. With the 7 of Swords reversed, no matter how that comes, in difficulties, horrible. What you need to focus on, horrible. You know that someone is fucking you up there, Dylan. We need to look into that. Had a small argument. I felt betrayed. I think he'll apologize, or I should let it go. Let it go. I feel like we got cards here. We already know this one, Sonica. Let it go. And like Mama Son said, it's 7 minutes till a 3-sip blessing. If you want to join in on a good drinks, a good grounding, and a good time, grab a coffee, tea, soda, water, whiskey, wine, energy drinks, bleach, whatever you like. Grab a drink right now so that you have it ready in 7 minutes. Sonica, you're welcome. In K, if you want any type of reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself that reading. If you want it instantly answered, I urge you to get the live reading as well. Time to 3-sip hobble. Daily routine, the 3-sip hobble. That sounds like a dance move though, right? Okay. Mama Son, that would be so fun though. Mama Squirrel, it might be time to try and find them, yes. God, I still feel that, like, mentally what just happened kind of thing. Like, is this actually happening? Like, my brain is questioning this. Will my husband be successful in his endeavors today? In Tambourine, if you want any type of reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself that reading. Obsession, love spell, insight, please. Obsession, love spell. Is there anything specifically you'd like to know about obsession and love spells, Mountain, rather than just here talk about it? Because usually it's the warnings that needs to be talked about when it comes to obsession and love spells. What most people forget is that obsession and love spells in a lot of different kind of cultures look very different. Sometimes they can be very gruesome, sometimes they can be absolutely lovely, sometimes they can be hypersexual, sometimes it can be the absolute opposite. Love spells, obsession spells, and everything like that are quite simple to do. It just really depends on what is the main goal of the love and obsession. Are you sure that you are in it for at least 2 years? Kind of thing. Talk about it for 3 minutes, please. Okay, cool. So naturally we are gonna pop into the warning signs first, okay? So the regular warning signs when it comes to love and obsession is always like the bad side effects that can happen if you don't want. Let's say that you throw a love and obsession spell on a person that you really want in your life, and all of a sudden they turn a little bit too much, and you're like, no, sorry, I don't like this. We're gonna break up. That person do not want to break up. At that point, the warning signs would be like stalker behavior. That could be physical endangerment, emotional endangerment, so on and so forth. Like, there's a lot of scare tactics that can be done in that type of relationship. Just because you didn't want to, well, too bad. You kind of wanted this, because that is the warning signs of the love and obsession spells. But if you are truly in it and marriage is like the end goal, fuck yeah, you got the best and most magical thing going on here. On top of that, obviously, spells vary when it comes to components and practices. Well, spells varies in components depending on the practice. That's what I was supposed to say. And every practice is vastly different. Sometimes it can just be a pink candle with a rose petal, and that's about it. That's a very Wiccan practice. And Fran, how you doing, beautiful? How you doing? It's been a minute. How's life treating you? What is happening to Mama Prime? But yeah, other than that, love spells can have literal hearts in them. They can have cow tongues. They can have hairspacey, and if you don't know what hairspacey is, it's literally intestines and how to read them. What else? There are several gods that can be had offerings to during the spell works and everything. Doing any readings or bone readings, Fran, always. But we mainly focused on getting the readings from my website nowadays, Fran. So yeah. Oh, Prime. If you want to DM me privately, that is absolutely fine as well. More interested on the effect. The effects can go from anything. The effects really vary on the practice and the components used in the spell regarding your goal. If marriage is absolutely a good thing, good. What we're focusing on here is commitment. We're talking about love. We're talking about focusing on that commitment and that strong feeling that we have as a good foundation, in comparison to if we are focusing on obsession. Like, yes, I just want them to yearn me physically, and like, yes, then we can absolutely do that, and those components can vary absolutely as well. But effects definitely vary highly depending on your own goal. Does this work? Absolutely, leader. You can also check out the reviews that I have in one of my pinned videos on my profile on TikTok. So yeah. But as Mama San said, it's it's time for a 3-sip blessing. So people who here are ready for a 3-sip blessing, a little bit of a grounding, a little bit of feeling for 10 minutes. Who here has a drink to join in? Mama's on. Always Mountain is ready. Marie is ready. Beth is ready. Bella is ready. I have done you, leader. No, you haven't. I'm married. My tea isn't ready. Cody, when is it ready then? Good thing. And our end? No, I am not. Mystical is ready. Black Buoyant is ready. Nice. Indeed, Cody, indeed. Prime is ready. Chai tea today? Oof, nice, Mystical. Nice. Oh. Right? God dang it. That is absolutely horrendous, right? Big oof. And Maxime, if you want to join in on the discussions, write in English, please, Maxime. And no, this isn't really a sect. No, we talk about sects if you want to talk about sects, but yeah. I message you. Ah, lovely leader, lovely. Not understanding. Maxine, that is absolutely okay. And Valentina, if you want to, pop into my profile and get your readings from there, okay? Where are you from? Mars? You're not far off, though. A few planets away, actually. A few planets away. You're at the very least in the same solar system. Around there. So, should we wait for Riot? Where are you from today? We have chosen Austria, Marie. We are waiting for Riot. Are you sure, Riot? Are you sure? Like, completely sure? Yes, okay. Cool. So, for anyone and everyone who is here, who wants to join the 3-sip blessing, let's close our eyes. And if you're new here, close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let go of your shoulders. And allow yourself to feel for the next coming 10 minutes. Allow yourself to observe, allow yourself to be here and listen in. So with that said, let's start the 3-sip blessing with the first sip together. With that sip, just know that there are some things in life that just tends to block us from where we want to be, where we should be, where we could have been, and so on and so forth. Other things just doesn't serve us, and other things just doesn't help us. Sometimes these things can be emotions or feelings, like anger, sadness, grief, too much anxiety. For me personally, it's about my wife and how I can help her and support her in anything that she needs help and support in. Whether that be in a game, in our own economy, about being a friend, about being a husband. So if you're like me, you're feeling these feelings right now. Observe them. Know that they exist. And tell them, thank you for being there and thank you for telling me, but you're not helping right now. So I will focus on the things that will. After that, you can put these feelings to the side. You can destroy them, you can shoot them away. Just don't neglect that they exist. Feelings are supposed to be there for you, help you, support you, ground you, tell you about the future, help you plan for the future. They just happen to be a little bit out of control right now. Besides emotions and feelings, these things can also be objects and events, like smoking, for example, or getting on a plane when you're deadly afraid of flying. And just like the emotions, observe them, know that they exist, and tell them thank you for being there, but you're not helping right now. So I will focus on the things that will. And lastly, these things can be people. And here I would like you to imagine all the people that you know. And yes, that does include you, because no one knows you better than yourself. Now, I want you to see if you can find a person in your life while you're imagining all the people that you know. If you can find a person that you wouldn't like to celebrate with. Or maybe a person that you wouldn't like to share your success with. Maybe a person that tries to block you from gaining any success. Or maybe a person who's trying to destroy the success you already have. Now, if you do find a person like this, ask yourself, why the fuck is this a person in my life? Now, you may have heard a lot of things that blocks us, shit that doesn't serve us, and shit that doesn't help. But I do hope that you also noted that most of the solutions to all of these problems are you. Sometimes we just maybe need to be a little bit creative about how we solve them. But you are the solutions to most of those things. You see, when we move on with life, time goes on and so on and so forth, we start working on supporting ourselves, our friends, our family. But sometimes we forget to serve ourselves, help ourselves, and care for ourselves. And you deserve the exact same amount of care that you give to other people. Sometimes that care needs to come from yourself. I would like you to consider yourself a friend to yourself in the future, almost like you planned a date with yourself, a date with a friend, tomorrow. So naturally, you can't just go out and hang out with yourself, that friend in the future, if you haven't done all the chores that you need to do today. You can't be busy tomorrow. So you can absolutely do the dishes, you can do your washings, you can do your taxes. So that your friend tomorrow can say, thank you for having done that. Thank you for helping me, and thank you for supporting me for whatever I'm supposed to do today. Help yourself and support yourself. If you do 1% better today than yesterday, that means that you succeeded. That means that you did better. You can't compare yourself to the one who already climbed the mountain. What you can compare to is yourself yesterday. All of a sudden, we got 3 forms of yourself. We got yourself yesterday. We got yourself right now, here, in the present. You got that friend of yourself tomorrow. Those are the only 3 things that matters. You, and you. You are amazing, so it might be time for yourself to prove that. to yourself. Have an amazing day, and have an amazing future, and have an amazing past. And take a deep breath and let go of those shoulders. And let's take the second sip. And with that sip, just know that the world will always move. The world will always change. It's like observing the world from an open window. You can see the cars go by, people living their lives. The wind blow and the leaves catch on. It's like you are living your life right now. Someone else is living theirs. In all fairness, they are also outside of your window. Just like you are outside of theirs. You are already part of that flow. That change. That happening. Those events. That no one else can control. So why not join this flow rather than fighting it? See where it ends up. Maybe take control of it. Maybe give it directives for once. Tell it where you want to be. Tell it where you could be. Or ask for directions. Step up for yourself. Be yourself. Do what you need to do in your immediate surroundings to succeed in what you want to succeed in. We already said that time is already happening, and you already need to consider yourself in the future, tomorrow specifically, to be that friend that you need to care for. But if we stay in the present a bit, some people say that practice takes a lot of time, whether you're a painter, if you do music, if you do accounting, marketing. Practice takes time, yes, but time moves on anyway. You can't save 5 minutes for later. You can't just pick up those 5 minutes and say that, okay, cool, I'm just going to use these 5 minutes that I can use later. What you can do, though, is choose what you do with your current time, right here and right now. And for some people, that means practice. Like being an accountant, artist, or anything you want in life. Use your time wisely. So mind yourself and mind your time. And take a deep breath and shake those shoulders loose. And let's take the third and last sip together. And with that said, bless yourself, bless your day, and bless the fucking cup. Skål. Also, Ninetales, how you doing? Good morning. Also, Mystical, could you yeet Narendra there on YouTube? Yeah, Marie, nah. Fuck it. I can't bother with his fucking language. No matter if he spammed or not. Like, if you have nothing to prove, why did he act like that? I saw how he texted and how he talked, and I cannot be fucking bothered with that, Marie. No. How does one become a witch? It's fairly easy. It's just a title, like an accountant or a marketer or a CEO. I mean, becoming a CEO is probably more difficult, but you get it. So yeah, Marie, Tasha, I blocked him as well. His other account. I cannot be bothered with that kind of fucking language. And like his energy, fuck that. Like if he could have just said, "Oh, hi, sorry, I think I got blocked." Like you know, you could also be calm about that, you know? Like if you have nothing to prove, why did he fucking stand up to himself like that? You know? Ridiculous. Tristan, thank you for that. But yeah, as far as it comes to becoming a witch and everything like that, you can do the craft. You can believe in stuff. You can be political. There's so many things you can do to be a witch. One of the simplest things is boil yourself a cup of tea, you know. Yeah. It's as simple as that, to be honest. It's as simple as that. Leader, I don't know what I did, but you're welcome. Howdy. Tea sounds nice, actually, right? But it's funny, right? Can I have a reading? Dresden, of course. Go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get a live reading. If you want that to be happening right here and right now, instantly. If you want it private, you can get a private reading as well. And Edith, that goes to you too as well. With everything hitting her at once, next money will the energy completely bypass her usual stubbornness right away? Or will it take a few days of me staying cool and sticking to my routine to fully? You don't necessarily need to stick to your routine. If anything, it's about stepping outside of your routine a little bit. The magic isn't done unless you change your regular cycle, right? I mean, that is kind of why one is doing spell work to start with. So when it's usually about the routine, obviously the routine isn't quite working usually. So step outside of it. That is why, for example, I asked go on dates, do a picnic, go to the movies. Like, do something irregular from your regular routine. Sometimes that may even mean a full personality change for some people. You know? But sometimes what you can see and what you will see, Black Point, is inner conflict. Can I please get a K special on Black Beauty? Always. Always. Well, this card really wanted to pop out there. Ah, fuck yeah, right. Okay. Getting a little bit loose on what we have in savings here. Beth, it did. I just haven't checked through it yet. So sorry about that. But yeah, we're getting a little bit loose. It's not so much about sitting on what we have. This is about using what we have. In difficulties, revisiting the past. That is usually what this card is all about. But it's also, so, I mean, if we look at the very core, indeed, mystical, at the very core of the card, it's about movements. It's about letting go or moving on / fleeing something. Mamazon. You see, Mamazon, good luck with your past there. Now, what we need to focus on is authority. Setting your foot down and standing up for yourself, and don't be a doormat, Mamazon. I don't think that you necessarily have a difficulty in doing that, but this is what we need to focus on. Stand up and set your foot down at the same time. It's gonna look like a dance move. So yeah. And yet, Diana, if you want a reading, pop into my profile right there. Click the thing in my bio and get yourself a reading from there. Now, Beth, what did we get? Membership. Thank you, Beth. Infinite readings. Every single life. Heck yeah, Beth. Existential question. Are some of us humans the result of a god's going through entropy? Wouldn't be too impossible now, would it? There is a quite an amazing theory of Hellenic titans, where what if we are the white blood cells of a titan? Of course, Mountain. It takes a lot of fucking work. Oh, Beth, fucking fair. Absolutely fair, Beth. But yeah, Mountain, it takes a lot of work, and trust me, I can't do all of that work, but yes, that is a possibility. Indeed, Mountain, yes. We always think of people's ascending, but why wouldn't the other way be true either? Exactly. Nice, Black Boy. So keep it up. Do not do your regular routines. But yeah, Mystical did state something fairly important. Collective question mark? Mountain, yes, that is what a personality change is usually all about. There we go. And for anyone and everyone who is interested in doing a collective reading, choose your topic right now. You see a blue little button right there on TikTok. Virtual, 100%, yes. Yes, Mountain, yes. The dog just fell asleep on a toy that is one of those, fuck, what it's called, when it's plastic inside of the toy that goes. That did not sound nice. For bone reading, how can we get bones ethically? Well, foraging. You came to the right vegan for this one. But yeah, foraging. That's like it. Ethically, you can't really do it otherwise. Any other way where you buy or get bones from any type of anyone, to be honest, besides maybe a hunter. That's the one thing, like, when vegans differ from other vegans. For example, I come from a place where we needed to hunt. I grew up in a deep down forest. Like, we needed to hunt. Virtual, yes, there's the PETA version of a vegan, and then there's the right kind of vegans. Leader, we can absolutely do that. 100%. Send me a DM. Well, I think you already sent me a DM. And let's talk about that kind of spell work. But yeah, so we needed to obviously hunt, but that is also sometimes about controlling ecological systems. So for example, wild wolves, where I lived, usually didn't become too crazy. Moose kind of did. It destroyed the ecosystems and actually killed off wolves, which was quite dangerous for the wolf population, seeing that they are endangered where I grew up. So we really need to control population. And it's kind of like, at that point, ethics kind of gets discussed from, depending on what angle you kind of come from as well. You can obviously get bones from hunting when it comes to ecological system control. But then obviously you have PETA, who says you cannot control populations, you shouldn't control populations, so on and so forth. And then you have the kind of PETA vegans that literally give vegans a bad name and making people not go vegan for several reasons, because they seem like fanatics. So yeah, can you use Go Poppers as your voting system? No, there is one kind of thing, and it's the voting coin thing. I only have one choice for that. I can't choose that. I wish it would be dope, but no. What about bones from a deceased pet? Exactly. That, in that case, would be foraging. It's just quite difficult to get the bones from a deceased pet, because sometimes veterinarians aren't really allowing you to get the body, nor you taking the bones. Like sometimes you can ask about the bones. And sometimes there are taxidermists out there who can help with that as well. So yeah, that is a possibility. Needed actions for the win. Yes, indeed. Collective reading about the needed actions. So if you're new here, hi and welcome to a collective reading. I will give you just about 6 cards. Whoop! I suppose this is the card for today. Nice. Ninetales? Genius, though. Genius. Hopefully you're not gonna tap into quantum physics anytime soon, Ninetales. Have a good night. Radio, we're here every Monday to Friday to answer these kind of questions, so do not worry about that. Well, I suppose that's the card as well. What is up with my hands today? Can you please ask Mountain Lion if they would like to have a live reading? Mountain? Would you like to have a live box reading where you pop up here for 15 minutes in the live and ask your questions? I detangle yarn. Oh, god damn. That does. Quantum physics with the dogs. Woo! It's like Blue's Clues, but advanced extreme. Nope, we're gonna do a... Yes, indeed, Mountain. You. The cards are choosing themselves tonight. So, hi and welcome for anyone and everyone who have never been to a collective reading. We have a lot of cards in front of you. We have 6 cards specifically. With my face, no, you don't necessarily need to have camera on if you don't want your camera on, Mountain. But yeah, we do have 6 cards in front of you. This is all about pick your card. This collective reading is free for all, and it's about needed actions. What do we need to do? Could be today, could be tomorrow, could be next week, so on and so forth. But yeah, this is literally just about pick your cards. Card 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Dylan wants to take a live box though. Damn, I love that. Step up for yourself, Dylan. Heck yeah. We can do you in a live box reading after the collective if you like. 5 is still my fave number. Fair enough, fair enough. I mean, the 5 one is stunning. No, this is... Yeah, no, this is card 5. Whew, got confused there. I picked 2. Absolutely fair. Heck yeah. Riot with 4. Nice, nice, nice. I'm vibing card number 4 myself. Card number 3 and 4. More 3. Weird. Leader with 5. Dylan with 3. Cody with 3. Virgil, classic, classic. And Stara with 2. Ninetales with 1. I'm gonna count them again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Tasha, oof. Big oof. Mystical, 2 is calling out. Ooh. 3 and 5. Nice, nice, nice. Tiny card ick. Yeah. Pick 2, indeed. So that's it. I feel like a lot of people have chosen their cards. So yes, as Tasha said, Marie, Tasha, who is writing today? 2 is really pretty. Indeed. Indeed. I think all of them are pretty. Not spoilers, but yeah. There's a lot of pretty ones. Okay, Tasha, you ready? I feel like a lot of people already kind of seen this card, but for anyone and everyone in this collective reading, this is all about needed actions. The needed actions that we need to do today. With card number 1, for those who chose it, we need to do, with the 4 of Pentacles, we need to get a little bit more to the point. We need to get a little bit more action. We need to get a little bit step forward. We can't just wait anymore. We actually need to speak our minds. We need to do this small action. We need to get to the point. Okay? Marie, could you get rid of Jessica Wallace? Thank you. For those who chose card number 2, the needed actions we need to do today is wait. Be blessed. The 6 of coins in this story is all about being gifted something and using it moderately. Be kind to yourself and others. Don't stress it. I'm gonna wait until... There we go, with Tasha's next card, nice. For those who chose card number 3, the needed actions that we need to do today is, with a 5 of Wands reversed, avoid conflict. Abort. Abort. Step back. Move into the bushes again. Move back into the shadows. Avoid. I'm screwed. Cody, yeah, good luck with that one. And for anyone and everyone who shows card number 4, goddamn, I hope that you even can see this card after this. Barely. Oof, what we need to do. If you ever played Jenga, you know, that tower game where you pull the little bricks out of the tower. It's time to literally just slap that tower, make it topple, and say, I don't want to play this game anymore. You are allowed to fucking give up. Go home. Go to bed again. You deserve it. Fuck this and fuck that. Okay. Good luck with toppling this tower. Damn. And Stara, if you missed the message, you can scroll up just a little bit and see what Tasha wrote. She writes all of these cards out, so do not worry. So Stara, yeah, just scroll up in the chat just a little bit, and Tasha will have written out all the cards. And for those who chose card number 5, the needed actions that we need to do today is let happiness drive us. See what truly makes us happy. Could be interests, could be hobbies, could be people, could be anything. Let happiness show you the way. Let that shit shine. A person on Kick? I don't believe it until they have actually written hi or hi, how are you? And for those who chose card number 6, the needed actions that we need to do today is, with the Ace of Cups, slow down your emotional drive there a little bit, okay? Just slow down just a little bit. Little bit, okay? Slightly. Don't be the Lulu. It's not the Salulu, okay? Calm your ass down. It's not about drama. Mamason, that there sounds like the most healthy fucking sentence ever. Damn, I gotta speak my mind, avoid conflict, and it's okay to fucking give up. Heck yeah. Card number 3, comments seem to be muted. Avoid conflict. That is right? Yeah, honestly, that there is like a life motto. Speak my mind, avoid conflict. It's okay to fucking give up. Like, okay, here's my mind. I don't like this. I love that. You can't start drama with that. I'm sitting where I'm sitting. I'm standing where I'm standing. Too bad. I'm not doing it. I'm going home. If you're not, if you don't like what what I have to say, fuck yeah, you know. Super fucking healthy. That there is about taking care of your own vulnerabilities as well as your own space, and I really fucking here for it. Is 5 the burn card? 5 is the burn card. No, 4 is the burn card. 4. Christine, you're welcome. And for anyone who is new to the channel, hi, we do this every single Monday to Friday, this specific hour. Yes, before this, we did a 3-sip blessing. We did coffee, tea, soda, water, whiskey, wine, and or bleach. You decide. Do you answer any health questions? I do, Fran. Yes, I don't have any stoppers on any questions. It's your reading, not mine, after all. I can tell something on my dog. Hi, was 15 years and 6 months. Mumson, what are you specifically asking about? Doctor appointment went well. Super time crystal sickness. Oh. Like, did they do the tests? And everything? Repent, for the kingdom of God is at hand. Love you all. That's not quite the Christian way of doing that, Dante. You do a spell for someone if you don't know their birthday? Absolutely. I just need to change up the practice. Case special for Beth. Don't be the Lulu. Let someone else take the wheel and make the difficult decisions for you. It's going to be hard to invest in something. Could be time and energy, could be money. Who knows? And again, don't be the Lulu. That's about it. Don't be the Lulu, Beth. Don't be the Lulu. Queen of Wands reversed and Queen of Swords reversed. Damn. Now, Mountain. You ready for popping up here? Of course, Josie. Pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get your reading from there, okay? You can find both private readings as well as live readings. Ready? Lovely. We're gonna do that. We're gonna do this. We'll see how the sound is. See how. I love that you got an ad or something in there. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing, beautiful?
I hope the dogs don't bark while we're having this.
Hopefully. I'll start the timer. You get 15 minutes of ask literally whatever the fuck you want.
Okay.
Choose your reading as well. If you want to.
Okay. So you are aware of my love situation,
yes.
And I think most of the people in your fans, your super fans are aware.
Yeah.
So from my point of view, I think that my partner has deep love for me, but in his capacity, I mean the capacity is very not really narrow, but it's not as big as what is ideal for relationships. I think that is born out of his trauma or his upbringing or perhaps his own I don't know. And so perhaps in this reading we can clarify that if it's really his capacity that is blocking this relationship from growing, or I'm just imagining things that he does love me. But I think with your previous reading, it is established that he does love me.
Yeah, definitely. The question here that also kind of popped into my mind: what if this is his fullest capacity?
Yes, and then if this is his fullest capacity, and if there is some more wiggle room that we can work on, and that is why I keep on asking about obsession spells. I do not want him to be crazy stalkery,
It's always nice to not
the
be greedy with
violent
that kind of
side.
stuff. That's a good choice.
Yes. But I do want him to be, the usual
Mm, mm,
how girls want to be loved, like more attentive,
mm,
and
mm,
I think what I am needing right now is communication, because when we do see each other, we talk about it, and he has the ability to talk about it in his own way. Like he says that he views me as his partner, and that we are fine,
mm.
we are okay,
Yeah.
and he doesn't need to do it. He doesn't feel like doing it. He doesn't like to do it. So I want to somehow transform that he becomes more communicative. What's this? Not really communicative, but yeah, communicative, and more more I don't know, more
Attentive,
loving,
more
more
passionate.
attentive, yes, more concerned about us,
Mm.
because right now I am not at my best situation. Well, he is silent. He has been silent for 2 weeks already.
Mm.
That's it.
Mm.
So will obsession spell work, or I don't know if that's the best
Mm. Mm.
route.
Well, what I'm kind of looking
Something
into
he
here,
can do.
I got 3 questions out here. Is one, is this his highest capacity? Is this his peak performance? Is something stopping him, and or what is that? And we also do have just a regular question, like, is there something more that I need to know? Right? So, is this his peak performance? No, but he is afraid of moving anywhere higher with this. With the 10 of Cups, it's quite difficult to see with the light that we do have in the room right now, because the window is practically open, so the sun truly shines through. But you can kind of see, if I angle it, there we go. You can see that this is literally about marriage in the card. It's quite a beautiful scene where the cups are all about garland and the wedding dresses and the flowers and everything like that. This is emotional stability. This reversed, it's kind of telling me like we are not quite there at the peak yet, but I don't know how to step up to my own expectations and stuff like that, and maybe your own expectations. Sometimes that can put there are certain things in relationships where the brain is usually talked about when it comes to accelerator versus brakes, and it's quite difficult. He might have too many brakes right now that is holding back the accelerators. So what if, okay, cool, now that I know that this is not necessarily his peak performance, what is stopping him? And with the death card here, and you were talking about traumas, I would say that was that. Something really stopped something from working. Something ended a chapter for him, so he doesn't quite know how to step up to that stuff anymore. And then, is there something else that we need to know? And literally, Ninetales did ask a pretty good question when it comes to this. With the 6 of Cups, this card is a little bit about fleeting emotions, and Ninetales said it. Does he love her for her comfort? This is literally kind of what that means. This is all about comfort. While fleeting, it can be kind of just about comfort right now, because he doesn't know how to act on any other way. Do we have any follow-up questions on that?
Sorry. So, can you divinate if I don't think we do. We do need to do that. I think we have established that the love is there.
Yeah.
And the commitment is there.
Mm.
I think the trauma that I am referring to is his upbringing, like how he viewed his parents. His father abandoned them for drinking, and then of course he belongs to a particular tribe in my country that are proud not to be showy of their love.
Yeah.
So he's in that. So now moving forward, can we divinate on what spells? Because I mean, I can go on and on about, and search for psychology on how to deal with him. I do know, I mean, based on his actions and based on the algorithm of social media, he is an avoidant.
Yes.
So, I want to work on the spiritual,
Yeah.
because talking to him, it's like talking to a brick wall.
Yeah.
He can only go so far, and then he shuts down.
Yeah.
So, and I don't want, the limited time that we are together to talk about things. I want fun, because I want him to find me as his safe space and his home. So on the realm of the spiritual, on the spell work, what can we do moving
Indeed.
forward?
And we kind of already done this, but it does seem like we do need to do a little bit more. We have the King of Pentacles.
Yes.
A lot of money. A lot of stepping up in our own career. We have a lot of investment that we need to do. A lot of maybe energy, love, emotions, but also money, depending on what we'd like to invest in. And then we do have the Queen of Swords reversed, whereas we don't necessarily want to blind ourselves with just pure action alone, but maybe also think about the solution before we just say, nope, it needs to be like this. So yeah.
I think what troubles him and the capacity of his mind right now is earning a living for.
And that is one of those breaks
actually,
that I was talking about. When it comes to accelerators and breaks in any form of relationship as a person, for other people it can be more of an accelerator when you're stressed, while for others it can be more of a break when you're stressed. So if you, let's say we both go to university and we have exams coming up at the end of the month. So if let's say you have a partner that has accelerators when you're stressed, like fuck yeah, okay, let's have fun, let's go on dates, you know what, let's spend time on each other, and the other person is stressed and like, no, sorry, I need to take a step back and I need to focus on my shit, I need to solve all of this. Everyone has different kind of accelerators and brakes, and let's be honest, 95% of people in this chat knows what I mean when this is one of those breaks. When you stress about money, when you stress about work, when you stress about surviving the next month, this here is not a fun break, but it's so common for a lot of people. There are 5 to 8% who have this as an accelerator, but it is quite common. So yeah.
Okay. So I think that if he does, have a break on terms of finances, his mind will have the capacity to entertain other things.
Exactly.
Other, like, I am not his. I do know I am not his priority, because it's not about just him being financially capable, but financially capable to support actually his original family, his mom, his niece and nephew. So that is what is weighing on him. That is the measure of a man in his tribe. So I think we're working on that as well. So I think that's good. The things we have been doing. So now, what else should we do so that, for my benefit, in terms of my happiness in our relationship with him?
I can just say there's a lot of people wanting you to ask very specific questions. Ninetales, the whole if he's there for comfort or for her as a person, that's not really a question in this relationship, I would argue, because he is working his ass off in the mines. Like, no, I don't think he has anything else but focusing on the future and future prospects of family, future, and having a comfortable life to actually get there himself. Like, he comes from a point of lifestyle where you need to provide for the family. So he's truly working on that. So, yeah. And being faithful, kind of one of those as well. I don't think he is unfaithful in the mines. I don't know, but you get it. Is he capable of being the partner she wants and needs? I would say with the 10 of Cups reversed there, it is absolutely capable from the earlier reading we did it right here. It is absolutely capable, but he just doesn't know how to climb into that or take that step into that kind of relationship or his own emotional state. But yeah, so Mountain, sorry for just taking that over real quick. What can we do for your own happiness?
Well, I appreciate the questions of the audience.
Yeah. But what can we do for your own happiness? We need to more or less check in on your own balance there. What can you do in the relationship? Can you accept this for what it is? We need to maybe do a little bit of shadow work. If you want to, we can sit and do a lesson and actually look into shadow work to accept where you are, not necessarily where he is. We also do have a Page of Cups reverse. We might want to check in on your own feelings here, like, okay, but where are you emotionally, not he emotionally? This is not about spell work.
I do know where I stand. I mean, in terms of how I view him. So that's why I keep on asking, how does he feel? How does he feel? Because I am aware of how I feel.
Yeah, but
I do know that I need to work on self-love and perhaps
that's not really it, to be honest. If you have a view on him, perfect. If you have a view on you, perfect. But what's your view on the relationship? Can you say for certain that you have a great view of your relationship? You as a whole.
Not great view. I think not great view, because if we take it at face value, what he says we're fine, and then I keep on struggling that we're not fine.
Yeah.
I mean, in his capacity, maybe it is really fine.
Yeah.
For now, at least.
Yeah, and from
so
his point of view,
I cannot accept. Yes. So I am not accepting what he is saying. So maybe that's my problem.
So yeah, a little bit of shadow work just to see from several perspectives, not just a view on him and a view on you, but a view on the both of you as a whole, as one person, one being, because being together with someone might sometimes need to be one being. So yeah.
Okay. So I mean, we're a little bit pressed for time. Based on your assessment, or if you can assess further, spell work. What can we do? I mean, I think for me, we need to work perhaps on a self-love spell for me.
Yes.
But that I think we can do further along.
We can absolutely do self-love spell, but we can also do a road opener for you and yourself, so that we just open up the possibilities for you to see from a wider angle, getting possibilities into your life, and where he can also be invited into that possibilities kind of thing. Like, can he get a new job that is outside of the mines? Can he step into your life where you do stuff together and stuff like that, but with you as the anchor of that kind of spell work? So self-love and road opener would, I would argue, be the 2 points here.
Right. As for going back to him,
yes,
I mean, I think I do sound desperate, and because it is lonely without him. Do you think it's best to do something immediate? As you know, we did something recently. Do you think would you recommend that of the slight obsession angle or something else?
Can you say again, please?
I mean, what other spells can we do for him to open up his vulnerability, and for him to widen his capacity to invite me in, and not hold so many walls up,
maybe
preventing us from
the can do a shadow work spell to support that, but you as a collective, so that you guys can work through that together. His personally, your personally, and you as a whole.
I think I'm all out of shadow work already.
But he is not.
It's something I've been. He's not. He blocks. He blocks that. But would that be, torment him further? Because I think he is tormented right now.
Yeah.
Tormented with not me.
Yeah.
Tormented by the capacity to earn. So I think that would perhaps break him mentally.
Yeah.
And I know that some of his family members have mental issues. So I think that would break his back.
Yeah.
If
But that
if
that is kind of
if
why I
we
said shadow work with you as the anchor, so that you can support him through the shadow work. So, for example, you can become that friend, that person that you talk to, like, oh, fuck, this is how I feel today. Like, okay, cool. You ask, how is it to be Val today? And you say, you know what, it's actually quite heavy to be Val today. She has to do a lot of stuff. And she has to do this, that, and this. And then she also needs to plan for this and so on and so forth. And then you ask, okay, but how can I support that Val today? Like, that's how you kind of support the other person in shadow work, kind of thing. You know? So you as the anchor for his shadow work, where you can support him and also get into communication a little bit.
Okay.
You know?
I appreciate everyone for listening. I appreciate you, Lord, for the work that you do, and I appreciate Mama San for gifting this reading.
And with that said, the 15 minutes are up.
Thank you so much.
Yes. And I'll disconnect here. You have an amazing day. She didn't even say bye or anything. Okay, bye. Jeez.
Bye. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Dylan, are you still here? Dylan. I don't know if he is. Hi, little monster. How correct can you be? Depends, I suppose. You ask chat that, not me. It's gonna be so weirdly unbiased if I answer that. So ask chat that. Can people answer Mr. Pattern here? How many times per week you fly on a broom? Is it hard to learn? No, it's actually quite easy. As long as you know which foot to step over, and when you do it on a Tuesday, it's quite difficult. And don't do it after 4 p.m. on a Wednesday. Whew, the traffic, man. God damn, it's wild. Natasha, have an amazing day. Ninetales, absolutely, but that is why I would argue a lesson, so that we learn how to not take on the burden rather than being an open kind of bold plank, you know? Sky traffic is worse, right? Gully Ramos, top of the morning. And Soulful Sorceress, top of the morning. How are you doing as well? Lord, how many different forms of witchcraft are you versed in? A canoe load, my guy. A canoe load. At the very least, 2. No, but a lot. There's 600,000 different kind of practices, and I teach in the majority of them. So, yeah. Can we fly to the moon on Monday? Mystical. I saw there was a weird event on the moon on Monday. I don't think we can, to be honest. It's going to be too much traffic, you know. We're never going to be able to come back home again. Honestly, Mama's on, yeah. I've actually never counted, to be honest, how many practices I work with. Might actually want to do that for my own interest, to be honest. Do you have like a favorite or one you would recommend? Not necessarily, not one I would recommend. What I recommend is focus on your interests. If you're interested in Norse mythology, fuck yeah, go. If you're interested in Hellenic, fuck yeah, Kemetic, fuck yeah, so on and so forth. Like, if you like books and movies, do your favorite fantasy genre, you know, look into that a little bit. That makes it easy for you because interest makes it easy, not necessarily the practice in and on itself. It's like saying, okay, but which one is easier, math, physics, or quantum physics? For me personally, it's quantum physics because I love quantum physics. Math, fucking suck at that shit. But if I need to calculate shit in quantum physics, my brain goes into an extra gear and says, let's go. So it's not so much about the practice in and on itself. Oh, Mystical, we can absolutely go to the sun on Sunday. Yeah. I heard it's a lovely vacation space. Gotcha. Thank you, Lord. Mark, Merk, you're welcome. Ever had one of the gods coming back at you, Freya? Odin back at me? Like, when they've been rude? I mean, all Aesers are rude. I don't work necessarily with Aesers. I blame them for shit. Though Freya, she's a cool dude because she's a Vanner, not necessarily an Aesir. So, different kind of thing. She doesn't really come back at you in that sense. Maybe a little bit with tough love, but the Aesers, Thor, Odin, Heimdall, Tyr, absolutely fine. But you get it. Dylan, yes, you wanted a live box reading, right? For this month, should I still focus on Ambrose's project, or should I switch? I mean, this one was already there. Switch with the High Priestess reversed. Bro, leave it on read. Never come back to it. Dylan? I mean, Mama Son has one live box left if you want to grab that one. Julie Ramos, I know. Perfect place to practice your English though, Julie. Lovely. In that case, Dylan, I'm gonna pop you up right here. And we're obviously skipping the zodiac sign for today. I'm just gonna block it real quick. It's too easy to click a user now and just click and then click block. Like, I got that so easily in my trigger finger. Sup, Dylan? How we doing, beautiful?
Hello.
Hello. How we doing?
I'm doing okay.
Great. Lovely. So.
All right. Let's see where to start. Let's take a look at finances.
Oh.
Since now we got that money spell going, so let's just take a little peek-see at that.
A peek-see, that money spell. Ooh, someone is blocking you from even getting there. Oof, maybe fuck, dude. This is that isn't even fun. Honestly, do you see the cars? Do you recognize these cars?
I think I see one of them is Five of Swords, but yes. I don't know the other two.
So this is the Five of Swords, right? This is where I always argue there's horrible management in your life, right? This is for someone else fucking you over. You don't really have a choice in that. Someone else is just fucking you over, right? Simple as that. This is not a you thing. It's not self-sabotage. This is someone else thing. They are blocking you and destroying whatever you want to just crumble, right? Now, the next two cards, for people who may recognize the cards, are two very, very kind and light-hearted things. So, the first one is the Tower.
Oh, joy.
Oh, joy, right? So, the next very light-hearted thing, the very kind, very, very soft one is the Devil.
Oh, boy. All things we want to see when it comes to finances.
This here... I need to. Yeah, Virgil said it very right. Rip.
Oh.
Rip. I want to double check if this is a curse, hex, or jinx. And we got the 10 of Wands. What do you think about that, Dylan? What do you think about that? If it's a curse, hex, or jinx? And Marie, I think we need more than one chainsaw to this one.
Maybe.
Yeah. We might want to. Yeah. Even on YouTube, like someone wrote, "What unholy combo is this?"
What the fuck?
Honestly, last time I had this bad of a reading, it was a death threat. So this is bad.
Jesus fucking Christ. Do you think that after everything, with the protections and the money stuff, you expected something a little bit more lighthearted?
No, but I mean, it is around the corner if we do remove that shit. Jesus is not gonna help you out, buddy. Harry, no, he's definitely not, no.
Great.
Yeah, no.
Well, now I think I know what I'm going to be requesting for that spell membership spell working.
Yeah. Santa Barbara got the best comments here.
Curse breaker.
This is heavy, Doc. Yeah.
Interesting. That really slipped through the cracks.
Yeah. You sure you want another reading with it? Are you sure you want to take this further?
Yeah, let's take it a little further.
Fucking Jesus. There's way too many devils layered there. Better run for Percy Jackson or Ivar. Yeah. It is wild one. It is, yes. But it's my own grown one. I'm actually quite proud of it. I do have a gifted one, professionally bounded. It doesn't quite look the same now, does it? It's not the same. It's not the same.
Doesn't look as aesthetically pleasing,
right? I'm happy with this one. This is smells amazing.
We gotta have a little whimsy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. And then you have the Greek coins and the feldspar and the evil eye. And then underneath here we do have a little bit of a protection spell on the cloth as well. But yeah, it's decked out, man. I want explanation, and this ain't my reading. Says Santa Barbara on YouTube. So, what are we looking into, then, Dylan? What are we looking into?
Was this intentional or unintentional?
Oof, that is a good question, though. Unintentional. Absolutely. Oh, okay. Unintentional from a person that said, fuck you. I don't know who you are, but fuck you. Kind of thing. And then we have the high priestess.
Okay.
They're trying to get a bigger scope on the whole thing, but they just could not. And maybe that is because we did a little bit of a fun perception spell work there.
Maybe let's try the bones, or at least a yes or no of, am I thinking of the right person? Who might be responsible? I don't want to name names, but I'm thinking of someone very clearly if it was them. No. Okay.
Oh, Mama Son. Always. Don't even need the reading on it.
Is this was it from someone who's really close to me?
Yes. Ooh.
Okay, where to go from this?
Santa Barbara is over here. Like, you have the best fucking supporter here, Dylan, on YouTube. You have no idea.
So it's someone really close to me. Have I met them in person? Oh,
yes. What is required to reverse this? A curse break, Mama Son. A curse break.
Which I guess that's what I'm going to. Is it family?
I mean, we have had a lot of ideas from family, right? No, it's not family.
No, not family.
Good answer, though. Brilliant.
Interesting. Okay, thank you, Virgil. Yeah, I guess I was going to ask about something else for my membership spell working, but I guess I'll do this.
Yeah, no, fuck you and your ideas. This is already set up, you know.
All right, then I guess let's change into something else, because I think we've pretty much pinpointed everything we possibly could on that.
Yep.
I have a relationship question if you want to bring up the cards.
Yep, you're just going to bring out the relationship deal. What? Fuck. That's okay. No, not your card. Okay, I'll just do that. You will have to lay there. Perfect. Nice.
I think Mama San, I think it would be too hard to pinpoint exactly who is responsible.
Wild Moon. You're too good of a murderer, I feel like. Not Mama Son, fuck. Wild Moon. God dang it. Not Mama Son. God damn. Classic Mama Son.
Mama Son and Marie just want to go in for the kill.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And Wild Moon is there to hide it as well. Don't forget the nutmeg so you can hide the smell. Oh god. But yeah, relationship. Let's go. Yes.
I'm trying to resolve a relationship issue with someone close to me. Is there something that I could be doing differently to fix it?
Yes, and I would, with a card like this, a legacy card, I feel inclined this is not necessarily about what you leave behind when this is done and over, but this is more about thinking of the legacy. What is to be focused on in the future? What is left behind after them? So on and so forth. This is not so much about, okay, yeah, sure, we obviously, let's say these are friends, right? We're asking for a friend here, no matter if this is air quotation or not. But if you were to tell these friends that, okay, cool, you guys are in a relationship and you guys have a problem right now. Okay, so think about the outcomes. 1, you break up. 2, you don't break up. What is the legacy that you leave behind depending on your current actions? And are these the legacies that you want to leave behind depending on yourself? You as an individual person, 2 people, what is the legacy that you leave behind after these actions? Are these the things that I want? In relationship, outside of relationship. Focus on those legacies. Are you obsessed with my For You page? What is this? Elia? Yes. Hi, welcome.
And would the, I guess to re-pull another yes or no, is this a relationship worth preserving?
Oh. You might be a little bit delulu about that. We are overthinking that situation with the 7 of Cups there.
So is that a no, or
if I okay, let's do like this with a card like this on that. What is the thing that you feel right here and right now? Answer quick. 3, 2, 1, go.
I feel stuck in between of whether to let it go or hold on to it.
Which one weighs more? Yes or no? Go. Shoot.
No.
You see. There you go. That is kind of where we stand with this. This is overthinking. And usually the overthinking is grounded in emotional work. And emotional work, no matter, like, people can feel like you're cheating. People can feel like you're happy. People can feel. And those feelings are more grounded than you think. They just don't give you a statement of why you are feeling this. It is very logical. And people need to understand their feelings just a little bit more. And when we start overthinking, that's when we start making it murky. We try to throw logic at it. Stop that. Let your feelings also drive you just a little bit. You are a fucking human being, and you don't need to look at all the pros and cons and everything.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate that. How much more time do we got left?
The thing is, I kind of forgot to put on the timer, so I would say 30 more minutes. No, let's say 2.
Should I be prioritizing my finances?
I wonder who gave you that one. Yes. I mean, we got the 3 of Hearts here. Yes. The 3 of Hearts. 3 of Swords. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, Mama-san, if you take a look in the venting channel on Discord, you'll understand my situation there. All right. Are things going to be turning around soon?
Thank you. Yes, if you choose to turn it around soon. This is the 5 of Cups reversed. This is stop focusing on the bad stuff and start focusing on the good stuff. Change your perspective, brother.
Then I guess one last. I feel really pulled to bring back the True Black. And I guess my last question is what course of action should I be taking? Like, what should I be prioritizing?
These are good questions, Dylan. These are good questions. Taking control, getting control. What most people miss, usually with the magician, is he's amazing at transmutation, all that change that we can get. But this is about getting control in our lives. And in getting control, we need to read up on the situation, right? We need to understand what we're doing. We can't just change shit without understanding. We can change it, obviously, but we don't know if we're changing it for the better or the worse if we don't know how we change things. We can't do math without learning about math. Obviously, I can add a number there, and now we change the equation, but is it a good equation, or did I just create a black hole? You know, like it's... You can't divide 0 with 0. It's going to be difficult. So read up on your situation, take control of your situation, and change the situation.
All right. Yes, Mama-san.
Click the mental switch to can do. Fucking love that. Fuck yeah.
All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes.
All right. I think that's everything right now. So I appreciate it. Thank you, Mama-san and Marie.
I will disconnect here, and you have an amazing day.
All right. Love you. Bye.
And Mystical, could you yeet Hector there as well? Or Marie if you're on YouTube. So yeah, that's that for live readings. 2 quite exciting readings, gotta be honest. What's left to donate, it is the additive oracle card. I am not, and that's absolutely fair. Right. I love you, bye. Tim, love you, bye. Karen, thank you for the heart me as well. Thank you. You can just hear the little... What is it called? The thing that you can get. What is that called in English? That specific sound. In Swedish, it's called prassel. That from when you like do aluminum foil or plastic crinkle. Is that the one? Can be, I suppose that's crinkle. I feel like my brain has not been working with me since Thursday. A little bit of autopilot there, but yeah. For this month, should I go with Eldermare, TTRPG, or Aragos? Ooh, ew. Not necessarily static, because that's a toy I'm talking about. Like, there's plastic inside of it. It's skurring in Norwegian. Yeah. Skurring, we use that in Maryland as well. I did live on the Norwegian border after all. Ace of Cups reversed. How do you... what do you feel most emotional about, Virgil? The TTRPG or the book? Because you should do the opposite of that. Would Mystical like a gift? Crackle or crinkle? Yeah, I feel like cranking, winding. No. This is some cat/dog toys, right? I crackle or crinkle, I suppose, is the closest thing. No, okay. Well, yeah. Have fun with that one. And Zeke, top of the morning. Call my partner Mohammed, get back with his son's mother. And Karen, if you want any type of reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a reading from there. You can get a live reading, so you can get your questions answered instantly if you're interested. 3 for mental health with Ephemer. Absolutely. Did you respond? Mamazon? Who responded? Wait, what? Why? Did not skip class today. Seek. Wow. Mystical, I don't know. No, I don't think so. The Zodiac Collective. Mystical, are you missing everything that I've been saying to you? God dang it. Mama Son wondered if you wanted a gift. If we are talking about the additive oracle card, if you wanted that alongside, no, we're not doing the Zodiac Collective today. Anyway, I missed now what Riot wanted. Pretty please, my lord, can I have 3 for mental health on it with FMR? Mental health, eh? Mental health. Take a rest. Chill. Don't move. Don't make a choice today. Just meh this whole day. Just nah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah, right. You know, greetings, traveler. Oscar, how you doing, beautiful? But yes, a gift, mystical. If you want an oracle card, it's all yours. But yeah, Ace of Swords reversed. Meh. Page of Swords reversed. Meh. Knight of Swords reversed. Meh. It really goes from meh. Literally. This here is like putting on the emergency brakes on a train and saying, sorry, I don't want to go anywhere. No. Like, you also decided to get on the train, but also saying, nope, sorry, I'm stopping me and you at the same time. Meh. I've never seen him more slow the fuck down and just, you know, say, fuck it today. This is the Indian guy saying, fuck it, give up. You deserve it. Go home. You deserve it. I can feel the power of meh. Right? Meh. Zodiac is required for witchiness, isn't it? And it's really not. It's really not, no. 100% not, no. There are 600,000 different kind of practices, and there's like 4 or 5 major Zodiac systems today. So yeah. Moo point, yeah. Gotta go groceries. Virgil, have a great day. What should I do to improve my financial life? Start investing in yourself, your time, and your goals, and actually start working towards your goals. Wildwood, did you just motivate Virgil to go grocery shopping? And did you just say that he is very talented at going grocery shopping? I'm very confused. I love the hype though, Wildmoon. Fuck yeah. I'm here for it. Just very obscure. Want to get a tattoo? Do you have any suggestions? I mean, I can design it for you. I designed all of these. Quite proud of my work. I didn't do the tattoos. I got a tattoo artist who loves doing the work that I throw at him. There's more stuff. But yeah. What was about his drawing? Okay, fair enough. I'm like, you're very talented at getting grocery store shopping. Mamason, you have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve, and we gotta solve that whole lecture thing in the jig. You bastard. Really? Wow. I didn't know what your paradigm is actually. Yeah, I'm a polymathical omnist. I'm a major fucking nerd. Got 2 bachelors and 5 books on the topics. Wildman for some, yes. I mean, my wife would hate it if she ever stepped foot in a grocery store, so yes. Definitely, I kind of agree with you there. Ortho appointment, finally finally, right. What does witchiness need other than the planetary stuff? Obviously, it doesn't need planetary stuff. So, vague terms. Witchiness, witchcraft. Let's just change it into the actual words. Witchcraft. Witchcraft doesn't necessarily need anything. So, there are 6 points you can kind of make within witchcraft. 1. It can be religious. And I'm saying can. It doesn't need it to be, but it can be religious. When you believe in gods, deities, spirits, beings, entities. But it doesn't need to be. You can be an atheist witch as well. You don't have to believe in shit to do witchcraft. It can be political. It doesn't need to be, but it can be. It's kind of inherently political today, seeing the witch trials and everything like that, but it doesn't need for you to be political for that. There are some political movements today, like Witches Against Trump, Witches for Democracy, and so on and so forth. These political groups are absolutely stunning and amazing, but it doesn't mean to be political to you just because it is inherently political. You can choose whatever. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be political. It is, although, a craft. Yes, a craft. For example, you can just start interpreting your dreams. You can make a cup of tea once a day and put your little intention in there. And some, obviously, political. My God. Yes, right. Stunning stuff. But yeah, it is a craft. That is kind of what it is. It's a witchcraft. After that, if we do step in a little bit on the religious stuff, you can be singular. Singular witchcrafts usually do the religious intent of one kind of religion or theology. Like Wiccans, Christians, Muslims, they do one, and sometimes even their religions doesn't allow other religions to be incorporated into it. Jesus is king. No, he didn't like hierarchies glitch, so you might want to reread the Bible there. Valmund, fuck yeah. Violet, how you doing, beautiful? Don't do that to me, please, Kate. I promise nothing. But yeah, singular witchcraft, that's that. The eclectic one is you take bits and pieces from different kind of things, put it in your box and say, fuck yeah, this is my box, and I'm quite happy with this. I like that god, I work with that, I do this kind of spell work, and I believe in that. Okay, cool. I got bits and pieces, and I build my little Lego house. That's kind of my belief. It's different pieces, you know. And then you have the chaos witches, where you shuck it in a fucking bucket, and then you shuck the fucking bucket in a general direction and hoping for the fucking best. Do you use runes, and how do you use them? Yes, I do, and it really dependent on from which kind of practice. For example, bind runes, you can see this is bind runes. I made a compass knowing what is good, bad, and so on and so forth when it comes to claromancy. I do runes in tattoo work as well. Here's another bind rune if you want to. Here's my wife's name. Here's my name. Then you have the runes as in rune castings as well. There's a lot of runes. You know, a lot of runes. So witches are anything they want to be. There we go. Yes, indeed. Putting it short, yes. Sometimes I just need to do the very convoluted answer to it. Am I handsome in real life? Guess it. Zio, I'm going to take that as a no. What's your specialty? Information. In Glitch, we don't preach here. Your religion is more than welcome, but we don't preach. Yeet. Nah, I've already did it, Marie. Fuck that. Probably cute in your mama's eyes. Damn, Wildmoon, love that. Of course, Wild. You give me some information of something I needed to hear. Well, Timmy, is there a theme that you'd like to hear? Anything in witchcraft? Violet? It's about healing a bit. Gonna be quite the difficulty in healing, though. We got burn reversed on how the day will look like. Burn reverse, rebuilding the Jenga tower, you know? We all know it. Difficulties. 3 of swords. Get fucked. Heartbreak. Ugh. And then we have healer reverse. We still need to focus on that healing, but we know that it's going to be difficult. Violet, this here is literally fighting an uphill. Ugh. On a windy day. Violet, good fucking luck with that one. Damn. Is there a book you recommend every witch should read? My books! Eventually I will have one big book, hopefully. But I do have my own books, if you want to look at it from an academical point of view. If you're interested in getting a nice reference list with a canoe load of other books. Sounds about right, Violet. I'm sorry if that sounds about right. What the fuck? Calm down, Violet. God dang it. Anyway, K Special. Who asked for that? Marie. Not the Jesus Fanatics comes through today. God damn. He can set you free from witchcraft and remove the veil. Yes, Jesus does witchcraft himself. This is correct. Yes. He was depicted very early on with a wand and did spellcrafts and stuff. Yes. Or spell weaving, to be very precise. 10 universe message. Mama Thol. Hi to you too. Weird demands though. Sarah, you're welcome. I don't know what I said, but you're welcome. You set him free. Heck yeah. Anyway. Mama son. Okay, special. Oh, Violet, goddamn. Stand your fucking ground. Why is everything fucking reversed today? I fucking swear, man. I fucking swear. Strength reversed on how the day will be. Marie, it's gonna be a little bit oof. It's gonna be oof. The 2 of swords reversed in difficulties there. We do see that there is a difficult decision that is not yours to make, and it's gonna be difficult for you. What is up with the day? The first day of the month and everything. What the fuck? And then we have the King of Cups reversed. So usually the King of Cups is about being cool in a chaotic sea, but now you are the chaotic sea. Let's go cray cray. Have fun with that, Marine. Let the emotion drive you and check that out. Do you do a reading? To me, I do several readings if you haven't noticed. Curious, how many private lessons do you think it would take to work and learn from your books? Oof, right. The spell work, in all honesty, would be 1 lesson. That's the spell work. That's book 1. Book 2, Beasts and Gods, would take just about 5 lessons, I think. So that's 6 lessons. Herbology and tools would be... If we do a generalized one, I think 1. If we do want to go a little bit more in depth, it would be 2 lessons. So that's 6, 7, 8 lessons. And then we have book 4, astrology, divination, and metaphysical talents. The metaphysical talents could be 1 lesson. The divination, it's kind of 1 to 2 lessons per divination style. So maybe at least 4 more lessons there, and astrology 1 lesson. Unless you want to do deep dive as well. In that case, I would say 10 lessons for book 4. That would make that 18 lessons. And the Witch's Guide to Tourism. It's a real deep dive in the academical idea of what is authentic and what is not authentic, and the philosophical sense of what is true to you alongside world history. That would be 2, maybe 3 lessons, so 21 lessons at the very least, right? I think. Depending on also, naturally, how deep dived you want to go into it. How much it's cost to do a reading depends on entirely on which reading you want to. So do pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and you can check out everything I have there, like private readings as well as live readings. Do you do Reiki healings? Not Reiki necessarily, no. I've never really stepped into getting a license for that. Or getting a teacher. So, not Reiki. I know of Reiki, and I can teach the fundamentals from an academical point of view, but I have never practiced Reiki myself. No. Fair. Just curious for now. Right? Fair enough, fair enough. Can you pull to see if it was a joke for the jinx on me? Oh, oof. Sorry, you're welcome. No, this was definitely meant. This was, yeah. 7 of wands. Get fucked. Doesn't Jess do Reiki? I think so. The name is Jake, not Joke. Close enough. But no, it was definitely meant to. Definitely meant. Oh, mystical. Lovely. Do we have any specific question what it should be about? Or would you like it to be a general one? Let's go. Fly. Mel? No. Love the tats. Thank you. I designed all of them myself. General, please. Okay, cool. Lovely. I'm sensing this one. Grounding. So yeah, we need to do a little bit more grounding there. Nice to go. A little more stepping into your present, a little bit more to yourself. Not necessarily observing yourself, but being yourself. Yeah, that sounds right. So start anchoring yourself, you know? There are a few ways of doing it, and Mystical, I have no doubt in my mind that you know exactly how to do a little bit of grounding. So do focus a little bit more on that, okay? If I do need to describe the artwork here, we do have cornucopia shells, we do have flowers growing from them, we do have a big anchor, a very beautiful and artistically made anchor as well. We do have a little bit of a sigil at the very top. If you do want me to send you a picture of the sigil work that can help you in that kind of grounding, I am more than willing to take a picture of that and send you that. And Timia, of course, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get whatever you need from there, okay? In that case, I'll take a picture first and then send it to you later. Here we go. Okay, special? Absolutely, Masha. Yeah, absolutely. So, this is about surviving the fight rather than going into the fight, Masha. Difficulties? Conflict. Maybe that is the fight then. Survive the fight, Masha. What we need to focus on is to work hard. Ooh, what do we need to work hard on when it comes to the conflict specifically? Bring your fucking receipts, Masha. Bring your receipts. Ooh, what's the fight about? Keep us updated, Masha. Keep us updated. Fun. Right. So fun. Woo. Right? I think so, honestly. Your the hyper reading has been the kindest reading today, yes. Dylan, it did seem like it, yes. Yes, it was definitely intentional. Or rather, tried to reach for something and they just didn't know what they did. But it was intentional. Oh, Alejandro. Honestly, that's just an interesting question because not too many people ask that. Absolutely. Just so that everything is just slightly out of reach, Alejandro. If you want to remove that, I do remove curses, hexes, and jinxes if you want to, Alejandro. If you're interested. And Michelle Mickey Chig, thank you for following, beautiful. Hi, I'm here again. Virgil, top of the morning. How are you doing? Beautiful. And people, remember, you can ask anything about witchcraft. And I was thinking the whole rune thing, it doesn't make any sense. Oh, was there a man, Virgil? That's a fast shopping. Yeah, seeing that Virgil doesn't even have a shop near him. I mean, there's 2 towns over that has a shop. It's wild how fast Virgil can run. Michelle, if you want any type of reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a reading. If you want it instantly answered, get that live reading. Thank you. Can I ask you another? Alejandro, we usually ask about witchcraft here. So if you do want a reading, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and you can find anything you need from there. Maybe Murray, and he literally has decided to seek up the nearest man in his vicinity and just go buck up to him. Absolutely obsessed with this rune man. Taking shit into his own hand. Virgil seems to be the person the reading is about, apparently. Didn't shop. No. Virgil literally just went out, fist fighted the first person that he saw that happened to be a man. I don't know how. But yeah, Virgil's back now. Classic Virgil. Like, he just tries to hide his violent nature with love readings. You see, the pep talk worked. Yes. Am I somehow blocked from reading / being read by the runes? Ooh, with men regarding? Ooh. What do you think about manifestation? That it is highly misinterpreted. And no, it's definitely working there, Virgil. Definitely working. It's pretty good shit. But yeah, manifestations. Most people have misinterpreted manifestations to be synonymous with fake it till you make it. Manifestation should be believe it so that it is true. Or believe it so that it can become true. Is witchcraft stronger than Obeah, or are they the same? Witchcraft is an umbrella term, and I would argue that Obeah is a part of witchcraft. Obeah is major umbrella term. Like, it's like saying anything spiritual is a part of witchcraft, anything herbal is a part of witchcraft, so on and so forth. You get it. How about manifestation without action? Well, you can still manifest things by believing them. Can you do voodoo? Yes, I can. Who will I choose? The left one. Are bay leaves burning manifestations? Yes, it is the quickest and easiest manifestation spells today. Did it work? I would argue as much. It's not witchcraft a part of spirituality? Yeah, there's several different kind of umbrella terms, to be honest. Spirituality can be a part of witchcraft, and witchcraft can be a part of spirituality. It really depends on, like, at that point, you know, those graphs when there's circles and they intertwine, and then there's the in-between, you know? That's kind of what we're getting into at that point. When witchcraft is a part of spirituality and spirituality is a part of witchcraft, then you get, ta-da, those practices. And when you get atheism and witchcraft together, you get that, like, you know. What comes first, hen or the egg? I would say spirituality, in all honesty, because spirituality kind of came when we as humans started observing. The craft came much later, like the actual craft came much later. So spirituality really came first. I would argue from an academical standpoint, when we look 37,000 years back, spirituality definitely came first. The witchcraft kind of came closer to when we were way more proficient with tools and getting to know our herbs and shit. So, yeah. Can I ask a question about me and SP? If you want to, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get your readings from there if you're interested. Also, someone got something. Yeah. Masha. Just, that's it, really. Just wanted to be on the list, eh? How can I make a bay leaf manifestation work aside from writing the intention and burning? You start working for it as well. Truly believing it. It's one thing to make a manifestation bay leaf thing, but you also got to work for it. Imagine it like it's a promise to yourself. That is usually how I bypass. If I don't believe my own words, make it a promise to yourself. Can't you ask the bones? Of course I can. Get your live readings in the link in my bio. You can get bone readings, tarot readings, runes, clarimas. You can get any form of live readings there. So of course. So yeah, make it a promise to yourself. That is how you do it. So that you promise yourself to work on that. That is an amazing bypass for most manifestation spells today. I promise myself to work my damnedest on this goal, then burn it. Any manifestation, you have to truly believe what you are doing. Exactly. As I said, most people have kind of confused manifestation with the synonymous words of fake it till you make it. At that point, it's barely faking it, and you're not really doing the work. So, you know. Can a spell work if you say make a practitioner work on it? Then forget about it. Absolutely, yeah. Definitely. Intention was still there, and you are most likely working on it passively. You may not just think about it. It really depends on how much you're wishing for it, because you will unconsciously sometimes work on that as well. It's hard work faking it till you make it when you need to reprogram your brain. Oh, absolutely. Reprogramming your brain is fucking difficult. But 90s, look at most US politicians when it comes to faking it till you make it. Which is the strongest and fastest working source of witchcraft, voodoo, obeah, or spiritual work? There isn't really anything like that, Alejandro. There are 600,000 different kind of practices and like that. And it's like what we're asking here is what is quicker, channel 1 or channel 2 on the radio? There are just different things for different purposes through different practices, so on and so forth. Like, it's quite a difficult thing, like which one is the strongest, which one is the fastest. Well, it really depends on your radio channel. Channel 1, channel 2, so on and so forth. No, Nighthouse. No, that's fair. That's fair. Absolutely. Indeed. Do listen to Moonchild's Velvet Gallows there as well, Alejandro. Rocho, hi. Do you teach astral projection? I do, yes. So if you want any type of teachings or lessons and stuff like that, pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a private lesson. They're usually 2 hours long. But if you're lucky, you can also go in and donate $5 or get yourself a quick yes or no question and stuff like that to also be eligible to win the giveaway of a full 60-minute reading, lesson, or spell. You choose what to do with that. We're going to do that in just a few minutes. Just about 10 minutes we're going to do the giveaway. So do pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself maybe a book, maybe a quick yes and no. Then you can win a full 60-minute private with me. You choose what to do during that. 20 minutes? I got 10 minutes. Yeah, what the fuck? voodoo when younger. Right, fair enough, fair enough. Do you know Blue Sky, love? Blue Sky. It's ringing a vague bell in the back of my head, but I can't pull it out right now. What's it about, Virgil? And Rocio, yeah, so you know, I can still see that text. I got a little modification on my OBS where I'm streaming from. Wild Moon, right? It's giving a bit ooh-voo, but with voodoo. It's Twitter/Tumblr that go really popular. I mean, I hanged out on Tumblr a lot, though. So, yeah. Ooh, voodoo. Oh, God, that is nasty, Ninetales. Anyway. Lige Zimmerman, hello. No, Ninetales, what did you write there? It just auto-translated to the sun. Like, sonen. Really weird. Good morning. What it says in translate. Okay, cool. How are you, sir? Music? I'm doing absolutely magical, thank you. That just got stuck in my head as a stem. Oh, God, right? It's funny because most devoted voodoo souls do not practice craft at all. Indeed. Devout believers, though. Well, not necessarily. Like, it's barely a belief, I would argue. It's just a knowledge of knowing your ancestors and the other side and so on and so forth. You know? Without earning that money. I mean, you need to earn that money, whether it's from like a scratch ticket finding on the street or something like that, Kurt. You know? It's a religion, really. Yeah, exactly. It's just like any Christian knows that God exists. You know? That's truly what voodoo is for me as well. Like, it's a religion, a belief, and a knowing that I do have these beings, these ancestors, these people behind my back, kind of thing. You know, someone that I can support and someone that can support me, kind of thing. Should I advertise my commissions on Blue Sky? Oh, 100%, 100%. No. But how would you say my name? Have you reversed the first name? What? I'm so confused. Elish. Satanist! No, not necessarily. I'm not a Christian. Thank you, though, Erdogan. I'm an omnist. You're a Satanist! No, I'm not a Christian. You seem like a Christian, though. Mud. Unless... Well, no. I'm a Jew. Yeah, Abrahamic, sorry. We own Satan. Okay, cool. Wait, are you saying that Jews own Satans and therefore in extension you own people? I thought slavery is illegal. I learned English for enjoy and learn your videos. Heck yeah, Rocio. Nice. Good job, Rocio. Indeed. Which form of Kabbalah do you practice then, Erdogan? Gille. That's how I would pronounce that nowadays. I would pronounce Gille as Gille. A Jewish Satanist? Is this for real? I mean, not impossible. You know? Yeah, I would still pronounce that as Gille, while one with a G. Because that there is a cookie brand here in Sweden, and we pronounce that Gille. Me too. It's too close to Gille to hear anything else, right? Exactly. The cookie brand. The Gothenburg cookie brand. They make lovely vegan cookies. Oh. Yes, the cookies. Gille. Yum, yum. There's no U after that actual wordle. The U is an English rule. The Cliffoth and the Cliffotic practices is just written without a U. And I always get confused if the O is the first one, if it's Clophitic or Cliffotic. At least stay in your lane and call him a succubus or something. At the very least, right? Jeez. Ugh. The disappointment, man. The disappointment. He doesn't know his Satanisms. Really? It left. I love that we're calling him an it now. You know, Gille, as a word, is kind of house. Oh, yeah. That's old Swedish, though. Could I pretty please do a small check-in with my deities? Right, of course, choose your reading. And dare to say I am... Jew boy, don't disrespect your ancestors. Honestly, that you don't have to dare to say that. You can just say that. I feel like, yeah, I like the old Swedish, and that's fair. Gå till fäboa, sen gå in I gillet. Hålla låda. My bet is that they're Cliffoth worker as a Jew, which is really interesting. It is. So yeah, what reading? Right. How will today's interview go? Ooh, just within reach. So Violet, do it correctly. Don't assume that it is within reach. Assume that it is. Just time to grasp it. Icke ett huvudbry beaktades. Right? Am I missing anything they're trying to guide me with? I think my dog is really warm. Oh, wait, up. No, not really, right? Not really. Which is quite nice to get to know, honestly. There's not really anything missing. Just time to, settle it, rather. Virgil, thank you. Thank you. Yes. Yes, but like 1800 Swedish. But yes. Icke ett huvudbry. Especially with the F in the middle of there. Settle it? Yeah, just, end it. Take the step in like, okay, cool. Lovely. If we, for example, if we talk about an interview as for, if this was a job interview, right? It's like, you know what? This is a perfect fit rather than this can be a perfect fit. Like, start talking at this like it's a certainty. It's not when, it's an if. It's a now. And that if is now. You know? Marie. Marie time? What does Marie time mean? Oh, I see what Marie time means. Yes, I'm just gonna wait until Marie really checked in on that. Ah, you're barely giving her crumbs now. You're just giving her the answer. God dang it, Nightos. This is something specific I should end. Ooh. End. No, that's fair, Nightless. That's fair. Can I ask one question? Of course, Val. You can ask anything about witchcraft. Literally anything. Religions, gods, deities, spellwork, anything. Or, if you want a reading, you can ask anything. As soon as you get the reading, if you want a private reading or a live reading, you can get that from my profile. Click the thing in my bio and get whatever you need from there. Is there anything specific I need to end? No. Not necessarily. With the Ace of Pentacles reversed there, no, it just means that you need to slow down maybe a little bit. You're working a little bit too hard and don't overwork yourself. I absolutely get the anxiety and stuff like that. God damn it, Nightos, you're giving her too much information. Okay. It's dicey time, people. You have 5 minutes to add yourself to the bar for a chance to a free lesson. Yes, if you want to win a full 60 minutes lesson, a full 60-minute reading, or any type of spell work of your choice, you have a chance to do that right now. Pop into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself maybe a quick yes and no question for a reading. Those are $5. If you want to donate $5, that's fine as well. My books are fairly cheap if you want to read up on witchcraft as well. And then you can win a full 60-minute. John? No. No and yes. It depends on the spell work that you've done. $600,000 different kinds, Jay. Marie, that is so fair. How to start with witchcraft, because I've been interested in it for a long time. Val, what type, what have kept you interested? Is there anything specific? Like, is there Norse movies, books? Is there Hellenic movies, books, musical? Maybe Epic the musical? There are, usually it gets much more easier with interest. So what has made you interested in it, Val? And Malka, thank you for heart me. Did your family get you into it? Yeah, Jay, I've been doing it for 30 years now. I got 2 bachelors and 5 books on the topic. Been doing this for a while. Although I didn't quite double down in my information and information intake until I was 12-ish when I started watching anime, to be honest. That's truly what really locked me in. Looking at theological magic / spells. Oh, same. Ooh, which anime? Full Metal Alchemist made me truly like, fuck yeah, I need to look into alchemy. And then the alchemical circles, the math and the chemistry behind it, the informational statements that needs to be done in circles. And, you know, it just doubled down. Why? Why? He just keep coming back. Eliana, why do you keep coming back? God damn it, the more you interact with this live, the more you can come back. And the more witch talk you get. Just saying, Eliana. It's my birthday today, guys. Woo, Yuraj. Happy birthday, beautiful. Right? God dang it, you found out. I got an auto muter on you. Typical. I've been trying to boot you for a year now, right? Dang it, I guess I'll just have to do it manually. Give me 2 seconds. Yeah. Actually, you've been here specifically 1 year and 2 days. Right. 1 year and 2 days you've been here. Tracks, yep. Yeah. Happy 1 year anniversary, right? How does it feel, right, to be here for a full fucking year? Sorry about that. Sorry for having been here for a year. Anyway, no one has done much on the list though. So Marie got added, which means this D4 does not quite work. We need ourselves a bigger one. So yeah. Oof, yes indeed. 16 days. Pardon. In 16 days you've been here for a year. How do I get a free reading? That's a great question. Not here. But people, the first one to say Dicey Time is officially cool today. Who's the first to say Dicey Time? Damn, Masha, it's absolutely insane. It's absolutely insane, Masha. I mean, I fucking swear, the crown is never coming off Masha's head, though. Never. It's absolutely insane. Undisputed ruler of being cool in Dicey Times. What is your Shasta 2? It's a blessing and a control spell, sigil. So yeah. I love you, but it's absolutely insane, Masha. How, like, do you just sit there for 5 minutes? Like, I'm not gonna text until he says it. Click. Goddamn. Next time, I'm not gonna give people 5 minutes. I'm just gonna say Dicey Time. She has typed it waiting. Yeah, exactly. Like the moment it hits 9 o'clock, she's just waiting for me. Say Dicey Time. Click. That's it. But yeah. 5. Everyone? Number 5 wins today. All I want to see in chat right now are clapping emojis, so keep them clapping hands going. Also, can you see how bright it is in here? Like, I can barely see my own hands in the fucking camera. Jesus Christ. Anyway, clapping hands. Let's go. Clapping hands all around. Woo! We need to congratulate a very specific someone. Someone who needs all the support I know right now, besides Marie. Sorry about that, Marie. Spoilers, it's not Marie. I'm not seeing enough clapping emojis here. I'm definitely not seeing enough clapping emojis. Soulful Sorceress, though, sent a weird dancing frog thing in Twitch. I suppose that's fair. I take that as an equivalent to clapping hands. But only Riot is clapping here. Come on, people. Come on. There we go. We need to send a big congrats to Cody. Congrats, Cody. Well done. Well deserved of a full 60-minute private reading, lesson, or spell work. he gets to choose whatever he wants from that. If I clap too hard, I'm getting muted. Yeah. No, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. Congrats, no pumpkin, Cody. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna do a spell work so his life gets filled with fucking pumpkins. I got my comments blocked by TikTok the last time I put emojis in your life. No, and that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. But yeah, congrats, Cody. Fuck yeah. How will tomorrow go with telling my mum about the divorce? There's going to be a lot of overthinking. A lot of overthinking. I don't know if this is from you or from your mom, but a lot of overthinking. Wait, let's do a little confirmation check. Is this from you? No, it's from the other part. Okay, cool. So yeah, your mom is going to overthink a lot. Be careful. I'm Eucarius. Will Felipe be sending me a message? And Pink Print, if you want any type of reading, go into my profile, click the thing in my bio, and get yourself a live reading from there, okay? Oh, most likely. Oh, Violet, god damn it. Meque Daria, Horas Mirandote. I was messaging with him and told him we're on the same struggle bus, just different stops. Fair enough, right? Fair enough. With the way life been getting us lately. Oh, right. Damn, do I know it. Damn, do I know it. Anyway, we have listened to royalty-free music for way too long now. I'll make sure to bring all the pumpkin fruits to the US meet when you come just for him. Yes, pumpkin pie, pumpkin spice lattes, everything pumpkin. Pumpkin spice perfumes, everything. Maxime, welcome back. How you doing, beautiful? Which meaning do pumpkins have? Honestly, it kind of came with the American change, because the pumpkins, the carved pumpkins specifically, kind of changed the turnips. Because the way that we carve pumpkins today and Halloweens and everything like that to deter evil spirits or deter witches, depending on where you come from. Here in Sweden, it's about deterring witches, for example. The very first practice of that was turnips. And trust me, when you carve turnips and let them lay for just a while, a minute out, they turn fucking horrific. I absolutely get why both spirits as well as witches kind of say, no, I'm not touching that. No, thank you. Looks horrendous. Thank you very much. And it smells bad as well. So it's just a change of practice. Like, it's one of those really tangible things where witchcraft really changed. For example, how voodoo kind of created a hoodoo in the US soils, because it had to change. It's the same with turnips as well. So yeah, like that. You took the time to carve that? What the fuck is wrong? Exactly, Virgil. Exactly. Like that looks horrendous. It looks like a horror movie and it smells weird. No, thank you. I'm not stepping close to that. Yeah, I joked yesterday that it looks more like he's leaving me because I'm disabled rather than because we don't love each other anymore. Wow, God damn. God damn. Like those turnips. Do they have spell uses? In some practices they do, but it's mainly like the practice that I've noticed is more common when it comes to pumpkins is the pumpkin seeds. And that is a lot about investing time and energy rather than anything else, to be honest. Not much more of the pumpkins, but the seeds. So yeah. Hate the texture of pumpkin. Fair enough. Fair enough. It's very slippery, goopy. Luxury head spa Malmö. Oh, that sounds nice. I'm gonna go to Malmö now for a head spa. God damn. And Valentine, it's perpetual manifesting us getting back together. Perpetua. Maybe. You might want to get yourself a reading for that. Tomelo, that goes for you too as well. You might want to get a live reading for that. Roasted pumpkin is delicious. I've actually never tested that. Well, I really want to, but I don't know anyone who does it, nor will I actually put my energy and time into it. So, there's that. Is this Lumiere? It is Lumiere. Took the time to carve a pumpkin alone only once, never again. Yeah, it's a lot of work. And then turns nasty within a few weeks. Help, please. Same, Lala. Same. Make that and pumpkin soup every autumn. Oh, Violet, what the fuck? Send me some. Gemini? Same. Maybe. We'll never know. Do you see that little boy though? He hid behind the pillow because it's most likely too warm on the bed because the sun is shining straight in there. Do you see that little guy? He's a witch. Ask him anything. Like, do you see that little beautiful being right there? God damn, that is cute. What's up? Wait, now I need to switch it over again. Yeah. Do we have a face? We do have a face. Hi. Riot is yelling at you, Violet. Yes, so you know. I need recipes, pretty please. So Violet, please post your pumpkin recipes in the kitchen chat on Discord if you can, please. Knife, thank you for following, beautiful. But also someone unfollowed. I think Knife unfollowed straight away. No, Knife, you're still here. Okay, it's fine. Lol, I will dig them out. I have so many recipes. Just post the whole book in Discord. That's fine. Do it. Right, do it. Can you cast fireballs on? Nah. That's a level 3 spell slot, though. I'm all out of spell slots for today, Zero. Sorry. Thank you, Violet. I love recipe sharing. Woo! I'm seriously disappointed. Get back to the grind, mate. We got a dungeon to raid. Yeah, no. I just need a long rest. Sorry, Zero. I need a long rest so I get my spell slots back. I'll get ready for the raid, man. Claim us out. Hi, and welcome back. Oh, Violet do publish, yes. How are you? Frequency? I'm doing absolutely mighty fine. How are you, beautiful? All right. I'll catch you some slack. Have a good one. Zero, you have a good one. Have an amazing day and have the day that you deserve. Hibiscus spells? Amazing to sweeten the deals. And I mean deals. Jesus loves you. Jose Sunil. Jesus loves you too. Deals? Deals. Yes. Deals. Zero, thank you for following. Beautiful. Like making deals / trades? Exactly. So, for example, making a deal for love, making a deal for energy, making a deal for money, work, housing. Sweeten the deal. Most commonly known for that as well. Or sex work, but details, really. Details. I love that that's when that's when the algorithm said, fuck yeah, this is what we push. Let's show more people this stuff. Tam, top of the morning. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing absolutely magical. Thank you for being here. How are you, Tam? What are the signs that a ritual will work? Will work? You don't know until the ritual has been done. There was the sound moved. I heard swelling work. Yes. I mean, it's not wrong, right? It's not wrong if you're a man, I suppose. But technically for a woman as well, depending on how much you know about your own anatomy, but you get it. When you have the time, I have sent you a few questions on Discord. Virgil, fuck yeah. I refuse, but fuck yeah. Thank you for that, Virgil. Thank you, though. Fuck you. No. Okay. I have to work out my seasoning measurements, though, as I usually do it on feel. Oh, Violet, I only go on feel. Only go on feel. Mystical. God damn, have you missed a lot of things today. God damn. Mystical, what are you doing, man? What are you doing? We did that 20 minutes ago. 24 minutes ago. God damn. Clover spells? I feel like that one is pretty obvious, though. Been busy? Yeah, mystical, I can tell. Yeah. I can absolutely tell. God damn. Yeah, exactly right. Yeah. How do you know you are a witch? One, it's just a title, so you can call yourself a witch whenever. But most people know that they're witches when they feel like a pull or a push kind of thing towards a certain interest, that craft, that religion, that those gods, those talents. I feel other people's feelings. I dream the future. I love doing a canoe load of fucking tea, or maybe even brewing and burning and roasting my own teas and coffees, and like all of these things can usually sometimes connect to wait a minute, what am I actually doing? I'm really interested in this stuff. Am I a witch? Like that kind of stuff. Like you have this natural tell in the push and pull of what am I interested in? What am I doing right here and right now? I'm sorry about that. What is colt's foot? I think that's what it was called, colt's foot. I recognize that. Is that the red one? No, wait. Yeah, it's the yellow one. All right, it's the fake dandelion that is usually warned about. It's poisonous, so do be careful. Do be careful. Classical spring one. Don't overconsume it though. Like it's, you can drink colt's foot, but it is blood diluting. So, for example, it can help blood clots and stuff like that, but overdo it and your brain is going to get absolutely haywire. People call me a witch more than one for helping and feeling people, and that's absolutely fair, Noki. Absolutely fair. The only question here is, would you like to call yourself that? Because a witch is, all in all, just a title, like an accountant or a marketer, to tell other people, like, yes, this is what I do. This is my interest, and so on and so forth. So, for example, I do martial arts. Okay, cool. You do martial arts. Which kind? Oh, I do Shorinji Kempo. I do Taekwondo. I do Muay Thai, so on and so forth. I'm a marketer. Okay, cool. What type of marketing? Oh, mainly newspapers, physical ads, social media marketing. Like, you can kind of deep dive a little bit later on, but which is just one of those big titles things. Just read it somewhere? No touches it? No, you can absolutely touch it. And as I said, you can brew it in small quantities. But yeah, it's very blood diluting. So don't overdo it. But also, right, I mean, let's be honest, anything, don't overdo it. They just come in various means of, stuff. Tussillag for all the Swedish people out there. Oh, Violet. All of that sounds nice besides soup. Licorice, also very poisonous. For those who doesn't know. Now you know, for example, if you do have kidney or liver failure, you should never, ever eat licorice. Heck yeah, it is. I think they're safe for dogs, though, I think. Marie, welcome back. How you doing, beautiful? Violet, that's fair. Are you with the brimmed caps or with the counts? All brimmed caps, absolutely. Absolutely. Not necessarily everything needs to be by either an overseer or by the book. Correct. Definitely brimmed. Mascrosis, yes. Angelica root, fucking stunning if you want a good night's sleep. Correct? Same, right? Mystical is the sign, wouldn't you say? Yes, right. One of my onion stem is leaning too much on one side. I have to find a way to straighten it up. Onion stems? Can you predict future? I mean, that's one of the main things that we do here. Divination, yes. When you upgraded. It's gonna take a minute. The 4th of February, Marie. 4th of February. Did it do anything? Okay. Jeez. Indeed. It did exactly what you wanted to. Well done, Mountain. Well done. The magician as well. Well done, Mountain. Anyway, people. For anyone who have ever seen the Supernatural show, it's been time. I'm live every Monday to Friday, 5:30 to 10 a.m. And it's getting closer to 10 a.m. It's 9:30, but you get it. Dogs needs out and life needs to be had, so on and so forth. But I'm live every Monday to Friday, these specific hours. So if you like whatever you saw today, pop in tomorrow, same hours. If you want a live reading, private reading, spells, and trust me, I do have a lot of spells, books on witchcraft and learning how to do witchcraft and all of that. If you want mediumships, if you want memberships, if you want sigils, if you want bind runes, trust me, you can find all of that in the link in my bio. So go into my profile, click the link in my bio, and get whatever you need from there. If you feel like that was a lot of information, send me a DM on TikTok or on my website and ask me about any of it. Like, okay, I need a love spell. This is my goal. Can you please send me the link about that? And then I will. Trust me, I'll give you the answer as soon as I get time. We also do have a coven. If you're interested in joining in on Fun Time, it's free for all. It's about a lot of talks, about supporting each other, and we do Dungeons and Dragons on Fridays. No, Fridays, what? We do Dungeons and Dragons on Saturdays, movie nights most Saturdays. We do book clubs. We do tea times, most of the times, most Fridays. We have game nights, and you get it. More to come. So, if you're interested, send me a DM, and I'll send you the invite link. It's as simple as that. We have a Minecraft server as well, if you're interested in joining that one. Woo. But yeah, you guys have an amazing day. Twitch, YouTube, and Kick, and have the day that you deserve. It's 11 a.m. UK time, right? Up, let's check. Boop. It should be 11 UK time, yes. Exactly. So in just about 2 hours-ish. 2.5 UK. But yeah, Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. Have an amazing day. Have the day that you deserve.